two edges. And if he's not edges, it's not Bryce Elder, but if he works two edges, now all of a sudden you go, especially in a world where does he have control? Is he in charge? And remember, the strike zone does matter for the umpires. We sort of throw that away. You don't get to challenge everything. If an umpire is a little bit more generous and you don't want to waste it or you're not really sure, a guy who works like him can certainly take advantage. I just want to go back one thing on Rodriguez. 2021, where he didn't pitch in 20, he had almost a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. If you look ever since then, 212, 298, 247, 238, 250, he is not a guy that is working the strikeout to walk ratio to his benefit because he isn't that type of guy. It was interesting. He did pop after having a year off. Maybe he came back with his legs. Maybe he came back a little bit in a different kind of shape. But once that number drops under 3 for an extended period of time, and it's not like he's 36 years old. Right. This is a 32-year-old guy who's just been around for a long time. It is interesting that he's getting paid that money, but he doesn't seem to have the ability to pop you in any given at-bat. Those numbers would indicate that he doesn't.
Yeah. And that's been a trend over the course of the last 4 or 5 years for him. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will get to our keys of the game. He's Chris Domino and I'm Barrett Sallee. This is the Ford Leadoff Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Spring is back in Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington grass seed, available at the Home Depot.
Xfinity tech support. I can't get Jurassic Park back online without... But no worries. Our Wi-Fi boosted mobile keeps you connected in all kinds of places.
Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at XfinityMobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The Braves have over 20 gate giveaways this season, from bobbleheads to wearables. See them all at Braves.com/promos.
Nothing is quite as American as supporting the home team. At Quikrete, it's what we've been doing for over 80 years, making products that give homeowners and contractors the confidence to quickly and easily knock out their to-do list. So, whether you need to set a fence post, make a repair, or replace your patio, you can count on the yellow bag of Quikrete concrete mix to help you get the job done right. Pick up the Quikrete yellow bag at your favorite home improvement center. Quikrete, it's what America's made of.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up in the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Jeff Francoeur only appears on one radio station in Atlanta. Get the latest on the Braves and the biggest MLB headlines every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app. Braves baseball is on deck. You're listening to the Ford Leadoff Show, brought to you by your local Ford dealer and the legendary on- and off-road ready Bronco and Bronco Sport. Learn more at Ford.com.
Welcome back to the Ford Leadoff Show. Barrett Sallee, Chris Domino with you. A reminder, The game is on Apple TV tonight, and good news, if you want to listen to your local radio announcers, you can. All you got to do is hit that little closed caption button, and instead of just seeing the words pop up on screen, you can actually select home or away radio announcers. So if you want to listen to Ben and Darren and have the magic of the interwebs sync up video to audio for you, you can do that. Really easy, Chris. The marvels of modern technology.
Yeah, I don't know how. Doesn't matter to me. I don't know how the lights in this room work. I don't know how I'm getting internet on my computer right now. I don't sweat it. I tell my wife, you pay the bills. If I have lights, if I have internet, and I have cable, I am all happy.
That's right.
I am all happy.
Very simple people.
No doubt about it. I don't have to know how everything works.
That's right. But you can do that.
As they say, how the sausage is made is none of my business.
Tastes good. That's all that matters. Let's get to our keys for the game, and they're brought to you by Landmark Automotive Group, serving you in Morrow, Chamblee, and Athens. Or you can shop online at shoplandmarkcars.com. For over 40 years, Landmark Automotive, always the best deal, always. So the game turned sideways in the fifth inning. But for the first four innings, Chris, yesterday, it went really quickly. And there was one guy who annoyed me more than any player that I've seen this side of Hunter Pence back in the day, and that is Alek Thomas. That man is fast. He is everywhere. He's gap to gap. That stadium is built for a guy like him to cover ground in center field. I'd love to know defensive stats on how many hits he took away from Braves players over the first four innings of that game. Just keep it away from him.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that with the Oakland A's or Sacramento A's in their center fielder. Again, played a couple of good defensive center fielders. We certainly have one of our own in Michael Harris III. I want to look at Jonah Heim offensively. Let's find out if the bottom of the lineup can keep it going where the top of the lineup that did produce numbers last night between Ronalds and Matt Olson and Austin Riley got on the board. It was nice to see Austin Riley with that double, by the way. I'm not telling you it was the most important thing of the night, but it was nice to see him actually put the ball in play, pick up RBI on top of that. I'm also going to stick with Santana for the night because, again, I don't know how much longer this is going to go. I just get a little bit nervous when a veteran guy might be given an opportunity. Let's find out if Grant Holmes et al., who might come out of the bullpen, keep the opportunity away from him. It's a one-swing thing. He is not a guy that's supposed to have really many big days left. I think he's fighting for his life to stay in the bigs with Arizona at this point. We'll find out because his power numbers certainly aren't what they were. He had a Gold Glove year, by the way, a couple of years ago. Yeah. It was really strange. He popped defensively a couple of years ago at a much later age than normal. Matter of fact, I would imagine that was about as long as you can go without ever winning a Gold Glove, then winning. He might have won a Gold Glove at 36 or 37 years old.
Because he's up there right now.
His only Gold Glove. Yeah. And I think it happened much later in his life than it normally does for guys. The one swing ability of him, I will still keep an eye on that this evening. Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Yeah, he made a great catch up against the Braves dugout yesterday.
Look it up. I wonder what the record is for winning your first Gold Glove. Who's the oldest guy? Gentleman on the other side of the glass. I would absolutely.
This is Will's second day on the Braves broadcast.
Listen,
and we're already giving him all kinds of stuff.
Second day, second year, second decade, brother. It don't matter to me. If you're here, you're working.
That is true.
See if you can actually find out from the powers that be, i.e. that computer in front of you, who's the oldest player to win his first Gold Glove ever in Major League Baseball history.
It's who? Phil. Oh, well, that doesn't count. Phil Niekro.
Well, they do give Gold Gloves to pitchers. He won his first one that late. That one I'm going to have to check. I'm not telling you you're wrong. Give me a second. We're going to go to break. Don't argue. Don't do the headset thing. It's all good. Let me just get settled here. I know you were really excited because we've asked you on your second day to do a bunch of things today, and a bunch meaning two, which, by the way, when you're his age, that is a bunch of things. It's not. It's only two. I'm just going to let you know two is not a bunch. But Carlos Santana 3. Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, two knuckleballers.
Yeah,
and
that doesn't count. Yeah. I'm going to agree that I think I actually figured out something that, even though when is third first, when the other two guys are knuckleball pitchers named Phil Niekro and R.A. Dickey.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
All right, we're not going to do a Yul Brynner question again. That happened locally before the network signed on. But yeah, we're putting Will Hopkins to work.
Don't say it, man. Don't say we're putting him to work. That's what he's here for.
That is true.
Let's stop babying
Cut highlights and answer questions that sometimes are relevant and sometimes aren't.
Yeah, let's stop babying people. Phil Niekro won a Gold Glove at 44 years old. Well, that's impossible. Listen, you know what? Nope. He actually won one earlier than that. He won one at 41 years old. Oh, that's a lifetime achievement.
That is. And also Marcelo.
May rest in peace. My favorite drinking buddy, maybe of all time here in the city of Atlanta, Phil Niekro. The best around a bar that I've ever been around in terms of being a former athlete. Phil Niekro, he told a story, chef's kiss, perfection. He did win his first Gold Glove at 41 years old.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Marcell Ozuna won one also. So, how real are some of these now?
See, now that is a shot.
That is a shot. I apologize. I apologize to all you Gold Glove winners out there. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get our prize picks of the day, and then we'll send you to Chase Field after that. He's Chris Domino, and I'm Barrett Sallee. It's the Ford Leadoff Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their Stasi jingle. Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because if the Braves hit a home run, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignment. And a free oil change. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
Braves country is Bronco country. This is Michael Harris II. On or off-road, there's a lot of great and exciting places to check out. And the best way to do it is in the powerful, off-road ready Ford Bronco. See you out there.
For great offers on a new Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport SUV, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
All value games at Truist Park get you $15 tickets, $10 parking, food and beverage offers, and more. Learn more at braves.com/value.
It came from outer space.
No, it came from Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
The taste is out of this world.
Well, the taste is, but they're from Atlanta and now at Truist Park.
They are burgers you could die for.
But please don't. You can find Grindhouse Killer Burgers at Truist Park in the Outfield Market, sections 315 and 335. And now in the West End by the Works, or at one of the other 5 Atlanta and Athens locations. You can even book our food truck to bring Grindhouse to your next event. Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
Live fast.
Eat well.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military. And the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org. Helping warriors navigate to success after service.
Oil lights never come on at a good time.
Oh, come on!
You've got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 Oil Change handle it. Drive in and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road pit stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. Take 5 has a special offer to our Atlanta and Charlotte area fans. Wear your Braves gear on Tuesdays to get 25% off your oil change. Find your nearest shop at take5.com.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Kroll, from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
It's the Ford Leadoff Show, brought to you by your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves, and where you can find great offers on a new adventure-ready Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport. Braves country is Bronco country.
Welcome back. Wrapping things up on the Ford Leadoff Show. Before we get to our prize picks of the day, if you're curious what Didier Fuentes did today in Gwinnett, 3 2/3, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts in 3 2/3 against the Round Rock Express.
So keep an eye on how it falls in. Remember, no days off for another 6 games. The Braves will get a day off after that. Didier Fuentes, the idea was 2 starts to stretch him out. We'll see if that holds true and whether he gets a start up here or if he goes back to the bullpen when it is time.
It's time to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES and you'll get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. I'm going to go to the well again. Ronald Acuna Jr., at least 1 stolen base. Corbin Carroll with at least 1 walk because we're going to try to pitch around him. And Eduardo Rodriguez less than 16.5 pitching outs. think we're going to get to them early. The power play, which is all three, 13.5x. And if you want to do a flex play, 11x, and then you get your money back if you get 2 out of the 3.
I can also play Jonah Heim. I can look at him. There's 2 versions of this, hit, run, RBI, more than a half, but there's also more than a 1.5. So I can actually play both as long as I throw another player in, and I have multiple players. So I'm looking at Jonah Heim. Jonah Heim today is the guy that I'm not looking at fantasy points. I'm not looking at fantasy score. I'm looking at more than, and I'll play the 1.5, more than 1.5 hits, run, RBI. We'll find out if he doubled up with anything else you might pick can actually be a winner.
I like that. Big on Jonah Heim. Hopefully the bottom of the order keeps going. He's obviously not going to be he's not been in the lineup all that much. This is his 3rd game with the member of the Atlanta Braves. The other 2, incidentally, were the shutouts, but we've seen Dubon get hot. Michael Harris II has done well. That's the key to success for Ronald Acuna Jr.
Can I ask, he didn't catch Grant Holmes' game, did he? I don't think he did.
No.
So he's going to get Grant Holmes tonight as well. We'll find out if a little bit of that shutout stuff can rub off tonight.
He got the opener, and then he got Bryce Elder's game. So hopefully he does the same thing with Grant Holmes. But if Ronald Acuna is going to have success at the top of the lineup, the bottom of the lineup has to carry its weight. And so far, so good. Mauricio Dubon now more home runs than Nick Allen had last year. And Nick Allen started at shortstop for 5 months.
With all due respect, Mateo also is on the board as well. You can call him whatever you want. But he will play shortstop at some point.
That counts.
The other thing to keep an eye on, I wonder if there's going to be a Maurice Dubon start in left field or a straight Mateo start at shortstop before we get done with this road.
We'll see. We'll see. For Will Hopkins and Joe Virgin and Chris Domino, I'm Barrett Sallee. Braves and Diamondbacks coming your way right after the break.
Oh. Forget something for your project? We've got you. At HomeDepot.com, get fast, free delivery on millions of items for whatever you're working on, same day or next day. We bring what you need, and you bring it to life. Get fast, free delivery only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Order select in-stock items by 4 p.m., subject to availability.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you. With personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Built to beat cancer.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
The Braves Country Music Fest at Truist Park is June 13th, featuring Cody Johnson, Ella Langley, and more. Get tickets at Braves.com/Braves Country Fest.
Strike three. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
NFS Fusion PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Racetrack knows ATL moves fast. You can feel it, especially on Braves game days. So make a stop that counts. All beef hot dogs, Swirl World frozen yogurt with endless toppings, a freeze blast to cool off. All your faves whenever you need them. The Braves bring the energy. Racetrack keeps it going. Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
This spring and summer, the world's biggest names in soccer are coming to downtown Atlanta.
Stay where the city gathers at Omni Atlanta Hotel at Centennial Park, just steps away from Mercedes-Benz Stadium and State Farm Arena. Skip the traffic when you stay with easy access to dining, entertainment, and the energy of Centennial Park District. Book now and take advantage of special seasonal offers now before it's too late. Plan your spring and summer staycation at omnihotels.com/Atlanta.
Do you have an empty screen doing nothing at home or at work? Watch our live in-studio camera, chat with other fans, or check out the best archive clips by searching 680 The Fan on YouTube.
Speed on the bases, power at the plate. Gold glove defense across the diamond.
There's a ball punched out towards third. Backhanded and fouled around by Riley. Long throw. What a play by Riley.
The stars of Atlanta are here, and the energy across Braves country is electric because your Atlanta Braves are ready to take the field.
3-2 pitch, and Olsen hits one a mile high to right field. A skyscraper to the chop house, and out of here.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is brought to you by the original Louisiana hot sauce. Buy you some. Your local Ford dealers, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Hyundai, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. John Foy and Associates Personal Injury Law. Get the strong arm. Arrow Exterminators, make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW. Peachtree Orthopedics, same day evenings and Saturdays. It's time to get better. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves. Canmar Tractors and Engines, an official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Your Atlanta area Lexus dealer. Experience amazing. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Attorney Ken Nugent. One call, that's all. Xfinity. Score the most reliable internet at one price for 5 years guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that. Pennington Grass Seed. Official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. ServPro. When disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight. The official freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra. La Playa awaits. Georgia Power. The official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. Tonight, it's another big National League showdown in Phoenix as Michael Harris and the Braves face off against the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves baseball. Tonight from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, it's Game 2 in a series of 4 between the Braves and the Diamondbacks. On the mound for the Braves, making his second start of the year, right-hander Grant Holmes, and he'll be opposed by southpaw Eduardo Rodriguez. Great to have you with us tonight from Arizona, alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you, and Darren, have you caught your breath after last night? A 17-2 victory for the Braves.
Yeah, that was quite a boondoggle last night for the Braves. They put it all together, all phases of the game, and really a fun one to watch. So hoping for more of that tonight.
Braves scored more runs last night than they've allowed all season. So it's easy to look at what the offense has done, but at the same time, pitching's been stride for stride just as good, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really this team right now. You know, you're kind of seeing the potential that this roster has. And that's even made more amazing by how many guys are missing from that starting rotation. But yeah, last night, Ronaldo Lopez, he looked fantastic. 5 innings, 1 run. And then, you get that big lead the offense provides you. And then Tyler Kinley and Osvaldo Bido cover those last 4. So not only do you score a bunch of runs, not only do you have a nice start, but you save your bullpen for the next day when we potentially have a tight game tonight or tomorrow.
That's a great point. Across Major League Baseball, only the Yankees have allowed fewer runs than the Braves this season. Braves are allowed just 14 runs the first 7 games. Something that Walt was discussing with us before the game, number one, balance in the lineup, top to bottom, and really the guys at the bottom of the order have been outstanding. And the extra hustle, that extra effort, that's been there across the board, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Walt very early in spring training set the expectation for this team to do those little things right, to give good effort when the situation calls for it. if there's nobody on base and you hit a little ground ball to the first baseman, you're not expected to bust out of the box. But last night, Drake Baldwin created that inning by hustling to first and beating out that double play by a whisker. And so that kind of cascaded and turned into a blowout for this Braves offense. And that's something, as a manager, you don't take for granted at this level. You're not going to get guys 100% effort every play, but to know when to use it, that's when it's right to do it.
Is effort like that contagious in your mind?
I think so. You see your starting catcher who's catching every day, the most physically demanding position on the field, busting it down the box. Now that kind of raises expectations for everybody.
Yes.
And so you love that, the iron sharpening iron idea.
It's definitely been there for the Braves. Looking for it again tonight. Looking for a win this evening. When we come back, we'll have the lineups. Then we'll have the first pitch. Braves and Diamondbacks coming up tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through May 4, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
The Braves have over 20 gate giveaways this season, from bobbleheads to wearables. See them all at Braves.com/promos.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager of IBEW 613. There's a reason why over 5,500 electricians currently choose IBEW Local 613, and why we build Atlanta's most important projects, including Truist Park. Talk to our electricians, look at our working agreement. The only thing you will lose by not looking are wages, benefits, and time. Nothing to lose by taking a look. Go to IBEW613.org.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Get your morning baseball fix with Atlanta Braves today, weekday mornings at 7:45, and listen for your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets before 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Back at Chase Field here in Phoenix, getting you ready for first pitch. Time now for the starting lineups, powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll start off with the invading Braves. This is game number 8 of the season. 154 left to be played after tonight. The Braves are managed by Walt Weiss, and they come in with a record of 5-2. Currently in second place in the East, a half game back of Miami. The Braves will lead it off tonight with the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting second, off to a historic start, designated hitter Drake Baldwin. Batting third for the Braves, switch hitting second baseman Ozzie Albies, and batting cleanup first baseman Matt Olson. Hitting fifth for the Braves, third baseman Austin Riley. Batting sixth, left fielder Eli White. Hitting seventh, shortstop Mauricio Dubon. Batting eighth, center fielder Michael Harris. Batting ninth, switch hitting catcher Jonah Heim. And on the mound for the Braves, the right-hander Grant Holmes. He's 0-1 with an ERA of 5.40 through one start. So once again for the Braves, it'll be Acuna, Baldwin, Albies, Olson, Riley, White, Dubon, Harris, Heim, and Holmes on the mound. Now for Torrey Labello's Diamondbacks. They are 3-4. They're currently tied for second in the National League West, a game and a half back of the Dodgers, and they'll lead it off tonight with their switch-hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Batting second, right fielder Corbin Carroll, and hitting third, switch-hitting shortstop Gerardo Perdomo. Batting cleanup, the DH, Gabriel Moreno. Batting fifth, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Hitting sixth, center fielder Alec Thomas. Batting seventh, better catcher than pitcher James McCann. Hitting eighth, switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Batting ninth, left fielder Tim Tawa. And on the mound, it's the left-handed veteran Eduardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 32 years old. He's made one start, 5 innings, 1 unearned run versus the Dodgers. And he's seeing the Braves for the very first time since 2021. Been a while. So once again, for the Diamondbacks, it'll be Marte, Carroll, Perdomo, Moreno, Arenado, Thomas, McCann, Santana, Tawa, and Rodriguez on the mound. Those are the starting lineups. When Darren and I come back, we'll have the first pitch. Braves and Diamondbacks right here tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
As the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, the original Louisiana hot sauce is here to make sure all your favorite ballpark eats can't be beat. It's like a beautifully balanced 5-tool power hitter made with peppers, vinegar, and salt, bringing the right kind of heat for whatever's going on the grill. Hot dogs, burgers, and all those fully loaded brats. Grab the original Louisiana hot sauce for a taste that always hits. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
When life throws you a curveball, whether it's water, fire, or mold damage to your home or business, you need a winning team. You need ServPro. ServPro's licensed, certified, and highly trained team of experts are here to help, offering fast, reliable, professional restoration services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves and Braves Country, our teams are committed to performing at a championship level. When disaster strikes, call ServPro and make it like it never even happened.
The more you match, the more you win. Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Oil lights never come on at a good time.
Oh, come on!
You got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 Oil Change handle it. Drive in and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road. It's stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. Take 5 has a special offer to our Atlanta and Charlotte area fans. Wear your Braves gear on Tuesdays to get 25% off your oil change. Find your nearest shop at take5.com.
Real Braves fans know a reliable outfield is key to winning games. Braves fans also know that when it comes to buying their next new vehicle, they can always rely on Landmark Auto Group. With Georgia's best deals on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and 3 convenient locations in Morrow, Atlanta, and Athens, you're never too far from a Landmark store. Or shop us online at shoplandmarkcars.com. Landmark Auto Group, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Always the best deal, always. Spring is back in Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Make it a habit to keep your radio on, the radio home of the Atlanta Braves while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7, and the Fan app.
All right, you made it through the week and into the weekend. We appreciate you settling in with us on a Friday night as we bring you the Braves and the Diamondbacks from Chase Field here in downtown Phoenix. Roof is open. Second game of this series. Braves a winner last night, 17-2 as they thrashed the Snakes in game 1. Tire Discounters Round Tripper Home Run Promotion offers Braves fans savings on sets of Goodyear and Cooper tires, plus a free alignment and a free oil change with any 4-tire purchase. Learn more at tirediscounters.com/Braves. Diamondbacks are taking the field. Braves will be coming out of the first base Braves dugout wearing the traveling gray uniforms. Gray uniform tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in navy. Atlanta across the chest on top of the tomahawk. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks are wearing their City Connect uniforms tonight. They have purple tops on, white pants, and aqua, or maybe teal, you might say, turquoise, take your pick, numerals and lettering, serpientes across the chest of those purple uniforms. What do you want to go with? You want to go with turquoise, maybe? Aqua? What would you like to say? Teal?
You just knocked out all the greens. I would go, teal. We'll go teal.
All right. Teal, numerals, and lettering on that purple uniform. They are bright. Cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES and get $50 in lineups when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes is Mike Estabrook. First base umpire is Alfonso Marquez. He's also the crew chief. Second base umpire is Lance Barrett, and the third base umpire is Malachi Moore. Here's the leather for the Diamondbacks. Carlos Santana is at first base. Ketel Marte is the second baseman. Gerardo Perdomo, the shortstop, and Nolan Arenado is at third base. In the outfield for Arizona, Tim Tawa. That's T-A-W-A. Tim Tawa in left field. Alec Thomas is in center field. Corbin Carroll, the right fielder. Catcher is James McCann. And on the mound, the left-hander, Eduardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 6'2", 230. He's out of Valencia, Venezuela. He's 32 years old. And he'll be turning 33 next Tuesday. So he's got a birthday coming up. This will be his second start of the year. No record, no ERA. 5 innings versus the Dodgers in his previous outing. That was on the 28th of May. Gave up 1 unearned run and got a no decision in an Arizona loss as L.A. got to the bullpen. He's ready. So is Ronald Acuna. Second game of this series. And now for the ball game. First pitch swung on, popped up by Acuna. Foul ground first base side for Santana. At the railing, playable. He's got it. 1 pitch and 1 down. Not the way that Ronald wanted this to start off tonight. Game starting up at 6:45 here in downtown Phoenix. 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central. The time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms are returning soon to a store near you. Darren, what are these Braves hitters going to see from Rodriguez?
Yeah, this guy can really pitch. You know, he's 3 different fastballs. He used both sides of the plate with all 3 of those.
Drake Baldwin takes a ball low. 1 ball, no strikes.
So that first pitch to Ronald was a 4-seamer up in the zone. He also used the sinker and the cutter on the edges. He has a really good changeup to pair with those 3 fastballs.
There's 1-0 pitch. Baldwin takes a strike. There's more changeups than anything, doesn't he?
He sure does. Yeah, he's changed his repertoire a little bit, added a curveball this year, subtracted a slider. But he's like a guy I said, he really commands the zone.
Ball to strike on Drake Baldwin. On the pitch on the way to Drake. Check swing. They appeal down to third. Malachi Moore spreads the wing, says that he did not go. Make it a 2-1 count on the Braves DH tonight, Drake Baldwin. No score, just underway. Second batter of the game. Haven't missed anything yet. 2-1 pitch, check swing tapper in between the mound and first, charging the second baseman and glove tossing Marte, and it's not in time. Drake Baldwin able to beat it out. Look, for Drake, everything is going his way right now. Even a check swing dribbler out to second. He's aboard of the base hit.
Yeah, that's a little payback for when Drake hits 105 and somebody just happens to be standing in front of it. You know, that was a little check swing tapper, but a beautifully executed push bunt or drag bunt for a lefty and gets himself a single.
He's on base for Ozzie Albies. That'd be something if Drake scored here in the first inning. We've been telling you about the historic nature of his start this year. Ozzie hits one in the air to center field, charging in and playing it on the bounce now is Alec Thomas. So back-to-back hits for the Braves. Baldwin and Albies are at first and second, and 1 down. Let me give you this note on Drake Baldwin. He has scored 9 runs. His 9 runs scored this season are the most in the majors and the most by a Brave through the first 7 games of a season since Freddie Freeman scored 10 in 2018. Also last night, he scored a run for the 7th game. And this is now tied for the best stretch to begin a season for consecutive games with a run scored with whom else? Hank Aaron in 1957. So he could break that mark with a run scored tonight. Runners at first and second. Here comes Matt Olson. First pitch on the way to Matt. Misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Last night it was Matt Olson who got the Braves on the board. Hit a home run in the first inning. Trying to put the Braves on the board right here. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. That time got a cutter over. If you go back to the final game of the homestand, Braves beat the A's 5-1. Matt Olson had a little trickler up the middle. Had an RBI single in the fourth inning of that game. Didn't put much on it, but put it in the right place. Just kind of sneaked it into center field. 1-1 misses high. And before the game today at BP, I'm chatting with Tim Hires about something that we discussed last night. How one small thing, like we saw in the fifth inning last night, can snowball, start a chain reaction, create something big. And we're talking about Matt Olson and his night last night, as he was on base all night last night, and he hits one well. Deep right field, back to the wall, leaping grab. What a catch by Corbin Carroll. Tagging from second base, Drake Baldwin, he goes in standing. Corbin Carroll sprinted back to the track, went leaping into the air, brought it down. I'm not sure if he robbed it, but it would have at least hit off the wall on the fly.
Yeah, likely saved a couple runs there. Great route, getting to that ball, using all the speed he has, and then jumping. Frankly, looked like Super Mario jumping up onto a tunnel there right in front of the fence.
Watching the replay, that might have gone out. What a catch by Corbin Carroll. My goodness. So 2 down runners at the corners. But finishing the thought, Tim said he felt like that little trickler in the final game of the homestand that leaked its way through to drive in a run is what got Matt going. Just that one little good moment to go his way. Austin Riley takes a called strike.
Yeah, you never know what it's going to be. And this hitting at this level is such a confidence game. And maybe that was just that one little thing that got Matt feeling good about his swing. It certainly looked like it last night.
0-1. Pitch on the way to Riley and a bouncer out towards short. Charging in Perdomo. He's got it. Triggers over to first base and they get out number 3. So the Braves tonight in the top of the first inning had a close call but could not drive in a run. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Diamondbacks coming up when we come back.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
When it comes to shipping, Saya Freight and Logistics delivers a grand slam. As the exclusive freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves, Saya provides comprehensive nationwide service focused on customer satisfaction. For over a century, Saya has delivered the smart solutions and reliable shipping businesses both big and small depend on. When service is everything, it's a yes. Step up to the plate with Saya. Visit Saya.com. That's SAIA.com.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up in the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, the official hotel partner of the Atlanta Braves, steps from Truist Park. Book now and take advantage of available rates and offers at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Start your weekend with me, Buck Ballou, and Kelly Kroll. Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
No score to the bottom of the first inning. Braves and Diamondbacks from Chase Field here in Phoenix. It'll be Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, and Gerardo Perdomo for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the Atlanta leather. Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies at second. Mauricio Dubon is the shortstop. And Austin Riley, the third baseman. In the Braves outfield, Eli White in left field tonight. Michael Harrison center. Ronald Acuna in right field. Catcher Jonah Heim. And on the mound, the right-hander Grant Holmes. 30-year-old righty out of Conway, South Carolina. This is his first pitch. And there's a ball a little bit low to Ketel Marte. Holmes, 6 feet tall, 230 pounds, a very long hair down past his shoulders. Ball in a black glove as he comes set right of the belly, looking into his catcher, Jonah Heim. Switch hitting Ketel Marte, batting from the left side, takes the ball low. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, that last start for Holmes, his only start of the season, March 29th against the Royals, went 5 innings, allowed 3 runs on 5 hits, a couple walks, 4 strikeouts, had a bunch of deep counts. There's the 2-0 pitch on the way to Ketel Marte. Marte with a bouncer over the mound. Dubon glides left, gloves, fumbles for a second, but recovers and throws over for the out and 1 down. You've seen plenty of Grant Holmes, and you know his stuff. Pretty deep bag of tricks that he has, but slider, fastball, the bread and butter for him. What does he need to do to be the best version of himself?
Well, Grant actually, I think in his last start, I think he threw the ball better than the box score tells you. 3 earned runs, but it was a lot of soft contact. He kind of got nickeled and dimed, as you mentioned, got really deep in those counts, and he can do that once in a while.
Corbin Carroll swings and misses, 0-1.
And that's when he gets in trouble. You know, and he has to come back in the zone with a hittable pitch. Grant's going to work fast. He wants to get you out with that slider. That's his best pitch. That's his swing and miss pitch. So he just has to throw his other pitches enough to be able to disguise that slider.
0-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss. There's the slider there.
It's a really unique slider in that it basically goes straight down. So these hitters just don't see a lot of sliders with that big of a break that's just sharply breaking down and out of the zone.
In search of his first strikeout, 0-2 pitch. And he'll get it. Went down with a slider. Strikes out Corbin Carroll, 2 down. That's our Gas South bringing the Heat strikeout. And just like Grant Holmes, Gas South is bringing the Heat with no deposits, no hidden fees, and simple natural gas rates. 2 down for Geraldo Perdomo. Grant Holmes in his 3rd season in the big leagues, a career record of 6-11 with a 3.87 ERA. And he's making his 3rd career start against the Diamondbacks. There's a ball outside. Altogether, this is Grant's 5th career appearance versus Arizona. That includes the wild one here in late April of last year. I mean, one of the wildest games across Major League Baseball last season. 1-0 in for a called strike. That was the game where Eugenio Suarez belted 4 homers in the game for the Diamondbacks, but the Braves won 8-7 in 10 innings. It was a barn burner here in Phoenix. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Perdomo. A little bit low and outside with a slider. 2 balls and a strike. Well, Grant knows all about this being a ballpark that favors the hitters. No doubt about that. Favored all the Braves hitters last night. 2-1 pitch in the air towards left field. Eli White coming in, slows, medium depth left. He's there, and down they go 1-2-3. So 1 inning in the books. We go to the top of the 2nd. No score in Arizona.
Strike 3.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. 1 call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ken F. Nugent, PC, attorneys at law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves? And it means a lot to the Solomon family. I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, and more importantly, I'm a Southeast kid. And the Atlanta Braves have meant everything to me growing up. They're a fabric of their community. We believe we're a fabric of this community. And being associated with the Atlanta Braves has truly been an honor, and we really appreciate it. Go Braves.
Here's a pro tip from me, Brian Finneran. Use your smartphone to get around traffic and lock into the locker room with me every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on the Fan app.
Into the top of the 2nd inning. Before we dive in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves radio network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
No score, and that's because Corbin Carroll made an outstanding catch out in deep right field in the first inning. Saved at least one run. And now Eli White will lead off for the Braves here in the top of the second inning. Folks, all season long in the second inning, we have the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. So we'll keep an eye on that tonight, looking for a stolen base to make you a winner. See if Eli White can get on base and steal one. Eli's first pitch. In for a called strike, a curveball. If the Braves steal a base this inning, you'll have a chance to win at least $50 in free Marathon gas cards. You can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. 0-1 is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Eduardo Rodriguez, his tall left-hander on the mound for the Diamondbacks. 1-1 on the way to Eli White, a ball outside. For Rodriguez, 11 seasons in the big leagues. He's won 94 games. He's been with the Red Sox, the Tigers, and the Diamondbacks. This is his third season with Arizona. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Eli takes a called strike, good sinker over. He even has a lot of postseason experience, 11 postseason appearances, including a start in the World Series with the Red Sox in 2018 when they won it all. 2-2 pitch on the way, and White with a ground ball to the left side. That'll be taken by the shortstop, Perdomo. His throw over's in time. A little bit of indecision between Perdomo and Arenado on that left side. They both wanted it, but the shortstop takes control and makes the play 1 down.
Yeah, you mentioned some indecision there. Those two on the left side, they're just getting to know each other over there. Arenado just came over, this offseason, and he likes to do things his way. He's a great defender. He's going to get anything he can, but Perdomo also no slouch at shortstop, so they'll figure that out over time.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's going to take them all that long. 2 really good ones. Here's Mauricio Dubon, and a tapper back to the mound on a first pitch changeup. Grabbing it, Rodriguez, lollipop over to first base, 2 down. Talking about Eduardo Rodriguez, mentioned that he's from Valencia, Venezuela, and he grew up idolizing another lefty from Venezuela, Johan Santana, about 15 years older than Eduardo. And it was Eduardo's father who told young Eduardo, look, you need to watch this guy. He's the best pitcher on the planet. And sure enough, he took to really enjoying watching Johan Santana pitch and tried to mimic a lot of what he saw from him. Pitch to Michael Harris, misses outside, and we have our first ABS challenge of the night. So James McCann challenging this. ABS replay says it was a strike. Pretty much the entire ball in the strike zone. That one missed by Mike Estabrook, but corrected now. You thought I threw him under the bus, didn't you? Yeah. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Harris takes the ball low and outside.
Yeah, Rodriguez, I would call him a nibbler. He's so good at working the edges of the zone. There's going to be more challenges like that tonight because the late movement he does have can fool even the umpire.
Ball to strike. Here it is to Harris. And he missed outside with a fastball.
And I love guys that can really pitch, and he'll use the fastballs going both ways, right on the edges of the zone to lefties, righties, in, out, up, down. I mean, it's good stuff.
2-1 to Harris. Fouled back off the gear of McCann. By the way, McCann a lot better back there than he was on the mound last night.
Boy, that was something. 35-mile-an-hour pitches he was throwing from the mound.
It showed with that 5-run ninth. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Michael Harris with a high fly ball to deep left center. Thomas and Tawa in the neighborhood. That'll be Thomas's ball. And he's got it about 2 feet shy of the warning track in left center. Braves go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hey, Atlanta baseball fans, it's Ben Ingram. Spring is here, and the excitement of a new season is in the air. It's also the perfect time to upgrade your backyard with TimberTech decking. TimberTech combines innovative technology with real-world resilience to deliver the beauty of wood without constant maintenance. Built to handle sun, storms, and years of gatherings, TimberTech is designed to perform season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at TimberTech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
We slide into the bottom of the second here in Arizona alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. No score, Braves and Diamondbacks. Roof open tonight. Another gorgeous evening in downtown Phoenix. By the way, speaking of downtown Phoenix, they're having the women's Final Four this weekend right down the street. Already a big upset, huh?
Yeah, we were watching it during our pregame meal, and quite an upset. UConn goes down.
Congratulations to the South Carolina women's team as they advance to the national championship. Here's Gabriel Moreno. First pitch he sees, a fly ball to right field. Ronald Acuna, a few steps to his right. One pitch, one down here in the second. Folks, the original Louisiana hot sauce keeps the flavor bases loaded with 3 simple ingredients. It's just peppers, vinegar, and salt. That's it. And flavor that's always a hit. That's exactly why the original Louisiana hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. One out for Nolan Arenado. Veteran third baseman sees a ball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. You and I are watching him during BP, and he seemed very frustrated with himself, didn't he?
He sure did. Many years I've spent watching BP, and just by his body language, I could see how frustrated he was with his batting practice. It was poor by his standard.
1-0 pitch and a strike on the inside corner. Good looking slider.
Yeah, he was repeatedly popping balls up into the turtle, the protective turtle that was above him, and hitting balls into foul territory, and just you could see he was just frustrated and clueless on what was going wrong.
There's the 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike. That's what's interesting to me about this game, to where guys could play their entire lives and then all of a sudden feel lost out there.
It's hard to put your finger on it, but he did have an RBI single last night, but it was such a jam job. You're not even proud of the hit.
That's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It was a backup slider that he just fisted over Ozzy's head at second base, and everybody struggles. Even a guy that's a perennial all-star like Nolan Arenado.
It's a hard game. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Arenado. No score in the second. Pitch on the way from Holmes. In the dirt with a slider. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's getting up there in age a little bit, but the one thing that stands out to me about him individually is how much motion he has in his swing. If you watch him, it looks like he's tap dancing in the box before he even fires his swing off. So it could be a timing issue that he just hasn't figured out early in the season here.
Waiting on the 3-2. Here it is from Grant. Stroked out to left field, charging in and going to a knee to slide and squeeze at Eli White. Nice grab by Eli. That's tough because that can get you kind of in between. Do I leave my feet? Do I stay? And he went into a knee first slide, played it perfectly.
Yeah, Eli saved me from some embarrassment there. I'm talking about how he's completely out of sorts, and he just smoked one to left, 103 miles an hour. Nice catch out there, Eli. Thank you.
Grant Holmes was pumping his fist just like you were. 2 down for Alec Thomas. Thomas takes the ball low. Earlier we were talking about Grant Holmes, and he easily has the longest hair on the team. Very long, curly, dark hair. And he's had long hair for years and years. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a ball outside. And he had something funny to say to you last night about one of the Diamondback pitchers.
Yeah, if you were tuned in at about 1 a.m. Eastern time, you might have heard us talking about hair product here in the desert and how the humidity affects long curly hair like Grant has.
2-0 pitch. There's a ball high.
Diamondbacks young reliever Andrew Hoffman had a similar head of hair as Grant. maybe a little bit shorter, and it was really frizzy and dry. We're talking how much we preferred Grant's perfectly manicured hair to Hoffman's.
There's a 3-0. Thomas takes a call strike.
And I promised our listeners I get to the bottom of it. So the secret, ladies and gentlemen, to Grant's beautiful hair is Cantu Hair Care, Cantu. And he does not have to use more out here in the arid desert.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Thomas with a fly ball to center. Going back quickly now, Michael Harris at the track, shy of the wall. He's got it. Michael able to haul it in. That's a 1-2-3 second. 6 up and 6 down by Holmes. We'll revisit this when we come back. We go to the top of the third. No score. Hey guys, it's Ben Ingram. Have you noticed a damp, musty smell around your house, or even worse, water in your finished basement or crawl space? That means it's time to pick up the phone and call the only foundation repair company in Atlanta with professional engineers on staff. Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They offer lifetime warranties from trusted professionals who will fix it right the first time. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 678-ESOG now.
678-ESOG now. Real Braves fans know a reliable outfield is key to winning games. Braves fans also know that when it comes to buying their next new vehicle, they can always rely on Landmark Auto Group. With Georgia's best deals on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and 3 convenient locations in Morrow, Atlanta, and Athens, you're never too far from a Landmark store. Or shop us online at shoplandmarkcars.com. Landmark Auto Group, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Always the best deal, always.
If you like to do this, or that, or even that, and you want to stay with it, Emory's got your back, or your shoulder, or your hip, or your knee. Our sports medicine specialists treat more world-class, professional, and college-level athletes than anyone else in the state. We'll treat you like a pro and get you back in play. That's the Emory difference. Make an appointment at emoryhealthcare.org/sports.
This is Kelly Crawl reminding you to join me in the locker room every Wednesday and Thursday morning from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Great to be with you tonight. Coming to you from Chase Field here in Arizona. No score, Braves and Diamondbacks. Well, the Braves here in the third inning. It'll be Heim, Acuna, and Baldwin. Folks, get Wi-Fi so reliable, it never gets caught looking. You get it at one price for the next 5 years, and also same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. All right, finishing that story, you're talking about Grant Holmes and the hair product that he uses.
Yeah.
And he noticed that this pitcher last night for the Diamondbacks really clueless when it comes to the product. And he said, I think I need to send over a bottle of that stuff.
Oh, man. That was great. Could you imagine that? Hoffman shows up today and Grant, little note and a bottle of Cantu. Hey, son, take care of your hair properly.
Welcome to the big leagues. Throw this stuff in your hair. Here's Jonah Heim. Heim takes a called strike.
Yeah, we have the privilege of riding the team bus back after the game, and it's a great time to chat with the guys and catch up a little bit. And whenever you sit near Grant, it always smells fantastic because of his hair.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Jonah Heim takes a ball low. And I love how he mentioned sending over a bottle, then he said, you know what, I probably should. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would.
It would be good. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. No runs, no hits for the Diamondbacks. We're in the top of the third. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball high in the air to deep left. Got some carry to it. Tawa going to the edge of the warning track. He's under it. Makes the catch. Jonah got under it. 1 down here in the third inning.
I just had a realization, Ben. Those two guys were both in the minor leagues with the Baltimore Orioles when I was with that team, so they were probably buddies. Both Eduardo Rodriguez and Jonah Heim, really big prospects at the time for the Orioles when I was there.
Yeah, good point. There's Ronald Acuna. He's seen 1 pitch. He popped out in foul ground back in the first inning. First pitch he sees here, a little bit off the plate. 2 Venezuelans going at it right here. Rodriguez and Acuna. Scoreless in the top of the third. Wind up in the pitch on the way from the lefty. A little bit low and outside. Well, if you tuned in last night, you witnessed the Braves just absolutely thump the Diamondbacks. 17-2 the final score. There's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Acuna swings and misses. And if you are on social media, be it Instagram or X or whatever it may be, and you do not follow Braves Historian, you really should. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Acuna swings and misses. A lot of really good historical facts and nuggets that get posted there. You can learn a lot more about the history of the team. And I was really amused by some of the information that was put out there today from Braves Historian about the last time the Braves won a game 17-2. You have to go back a long ways. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Changeup misses low, 3-2. You'd have to go back to July 22nd, 1897 to find the last time the Braves franchise won a game 17-2. 3-2 pitch. Acuna with a deep drive to right. Going back now, Carroll at the warning track, circles off his route, and he makes the catch and 2 down. Couple balls at the warning track, but neither with enough juice on it to get out of here. Finishing that thought, the Braves in 1897 beat the Louisville Colonels 17-2. Hall of Famer Kid Nichols earned the win. And how about this? Stars shortstop Herman Long was out of the game with a hand injury and was chosen to umpire the game. And an injured player as an umpire. There's a ball outside to Drake Baldwin. That's the last time the Braves won a game 17-2 until last night. And don't you just love we can look up and then we have recorded stats like that to give us the historical aspect of all that. Ground ball to second, glove by Marte, throws out Drake Baldwin, and the Braves are down 1-2-3 in the third. We go to the bottom of the inning, no score.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
There was a time when electricity stirred emotion, when street lamps gave way to incandescent bulbs, and the flicker of a projector made us forget about old grainy photos. Electricity was once a luxury. When done right, it still is. The all-electric Lexus RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The more you match, the more you win. Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Lock into the radio home of the Atlanta Braves way before first pitch. Lock in Chuck and Turn Off while you work or in your car from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, or the Fan app.
We're scoreless into the bottom of the third inning alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Got a good crowd tonight on a Friday. They tell us that the roof will be open tomorrow as well. It was open last night and open tonight. And expecting the roof to be open tomorrow, and then Sunday it should be closed. Now, this is a really nice time to be in Phoenix. I mean, more times than not when we come out here, it's triple digits. And you expect that, but it's been in the 80s since we touched down the other day. And just been absolutely beautiful out here in Phoenix. Here's James McCann. First pitch on the way to McCann and a strike on the inside corner. 7, 8, 9 coming up with the Diamondbacks. McCann, Santana, and Tawa. James McCann, veteran catcher. Swings and misses. Good-looking slider.
We'll go back to the first pitch of this at-bat. It was a beautiful 96-mile-an-hour sinker into McCann from Grant Holmes. That's a new pitch he's added to his arsenal this season. Something a little bit different than his four-seam that does move a little bit the opposite way.
0-2 pitch. In the air, down the right field line, slicing towards the corner. Here comes Ronald Acuna. Makes a basket grab down the right field line and holds on to it for the out. He was streaking across the foul line, made a basket catch, then went into the sidewall. Nice play by Rottle. One out here in the third inning. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. And at Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. And we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Carlos Santana with a 2-hopper out to first base. Gloved by Matt Olson. Flips to the bag. Grants there. 2 quick outs. I want to go back to that point. You're talking about the sinker being added into the mix for Grant Holmes. The slider is his best pitch.
Yeah.
And when you talk about needing to throw those other pitches just enough to where they're looking for something else and then he can really kill him with a slider, how good do those other pitches have to be? Because I'm guessing as good as the slider is, they just have to be sufficient to be effective.
Yeah, he's so consistent with that slider. I can't recall a Grant Holmes start where he went out there and he didn't have a decent slider.
First pitch to Tawa, low and inside.
So, yeah, it's all about disguising that slider and also hopefully getting to 2 strikes without showing it to a batter. Because then when they do see it, they're going to think it's one of those fastballs. So I love the addition of it. And the one he threw to McCann was pretty nasty. Nicely located.
That's great to see. Tim Tawa takes a slider inside.
And the way Grant throws, everything moves away from a right-hander. Slider, curveball. His four-seam even moves away. So that sinker is moving the opposite way, moving into a right-hander. I think that's a pitch we'll see more and more throughout the season.
2-0 to Tawa. Strike with the inside corner with a fastball. So as long as he's throwing that in there, mixing it in, it can be an average pitch and still be plenty good to get the job done when it comes to disguising that slider.
Yeah. Talking to some of the guys on the Braves staff, they're saying he's going to throw his changeup more this season as well. Again, it's all just to disguise those 2 really good breaking balls.
No score, bottom of the third, and the 2-1 pitch. Check swing, they appeal, and he did go, according to Alfonso Marquez. Count level 2-2 on Tim Tawa. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? Grant Holmes has 1 strikeout already. 2-2. Ground ball foul. That bounced over by the Diamondbacks dugout.
And if you're splitting hairs about Grant's season last year, the one thing that jumps out at you is a lot of damage on his four-seam fastball. So the other teams are looking for him to make mistakes with that pitch. And now if they have to worry about another 2-seam fastball, it makes it all that much harder.
2-2. Fouled off again up into the upper deck along the first base line.
It's showing really good velocity here. Fastball, we've seen it consistently, 96. That last one, 97. So Grant's feeling good.
Bases empty, 2 down. Holmes looking into his catcher, Heim. Again, the 2-2. Fouled off again. Got a piece of it, sending it to the backstop. Tim Tawa, guy that the Diamondbacks love having in their clubhouse, but there was a time where everybody thought he was going to be a football star. He set all sorts of records as a quarterback in high school, but chose the baseball route. 2-2. Low it outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He set state records in the state of Oregon in passing, touchdowns, completions. I mean, he did it all. And there are folks who thought he could be an NFL star as a quarterback. 3-2 pitch, a little bit low and outside, laid off a slider. First walk allowed by Grant Holmes today. 2-out walk. Now back to the top of the order to Ketel Marte.
That was a pretty cool ceremony before the game. Ketel Marte earning his 10 years in the Major League service time today, and the Diamondbacks did a nice ceremony before the game. That's a special moment in any player's career if they're lucky enough to achieve that.
He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. He swings viciously and misses a slider 0-1. I think the number that they said was only about 10% of all major leaguers reach 10 years service time.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most common goals for players that do get a good amount of time in the game is to get that magical number 10.
0-1 in the dirt, bouncing off the gear of Heim and over towards the on-deck circle on the third base line. So a wild pitch advances Tim Tawa down to second base. Who are you with when you reach 10 years? Baltimore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Luke Jackson today, who's just a few months short of 10 years, and he's about to sign another contract with the team on that that trek to get his 10. So very common.
On a strike. Holmes deals. Line drive right back to Grant. How did he do that? That's a magic trick. Grant can't even believe it. I mean, that was a missile right back to him, and before he even knew what happened, it was in his glove. What a play. He's living right tonight. That ends the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a prayer answer that Grant Holmes wasn't injured on that comebacker. We go to the top of the fourth, no score.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the MVP of flavor. And right now you can get a medium for only $1.99. That's what I call knocking your cravings out of the park for a grand slam of a deal. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Are you passionate about healthcare? South College offers a Bachelor of Science or an Associate of Science in Nursing program that could be your path to making a real difference. And after completing your program, you'll be eligible to take the NCLEX RN exam. South College offers modern nursing labs, simulation labs with viewing rooms, computer labs, student center study areas, and more. Visit south.edu today to learn more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus. South College, where dreams find direction.
Hey, Braves fans, don't miss Jeff Francor's only radio visit in Atlanta. Join the locker room every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
We're scoreless into the top of the fourth inning. Ben and Darren with you. By the way, that line drive caught by Grant Holmes. We're going to make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank member FDIC. Ozzie Albies leads off with the Braves here in the top of the fourth inning. Ozzie 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch, check swing and a little bouncer out there between first and the mound. Picked up by Rodriguez, and he just casually backhand flips to the bag, and it barely beats Ozzie. Ozzie was booking it. He just about beat it out.
Yeah, that ball kind of parachuted over there to first. It was a photo finish. That was pretty close. Closer than Eduardo Rodriguez would have hoped it had been.
Yeah, it was a really close play. Good hustle. Here's Matt Olson. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, one of the nation's leading and largest cancer programs. Northside is built to beat cancer. Matt Olson to the plate. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Matt smoked one back in the first inning. And a great catch made by Corbin Carroll is what kept the Braves from scoring at least one run. That'll be swung on miss. Fastball. Would have been another extra base hit for Olson if not for the great play by Corbin Carroll. Olson last night, 2 doubles, a homer. He drove in 3. He scored 3 times, and he walked as well. Had a great night at the plate. Looking to continue that this evening. Bases empty, 1 down. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball punched to second, down on a knee, and up with it now Ketel Marte, and 2 down. Here's a good note on Matt Olson. Since he joined the Braves prior to the 2022 season, Olson's 306 total extra base hits are by far the most in the National League. In that span, Freddie Freeman with 287 ranked second, and across all of baseball in that span, only Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge have more. So Matt's been an extra bases machine, and just missed another one in the first inning. There's a call strike. But he had a big night last night, didn't he?
He sure did. And then I'm guessing he's probably leading the league in games played as well. That's something really admirable to get out there and do it every single day.
0-1 to Riley, misses highs, closing in on 800 consecutive.
Wow.
Right around 790. Last time we looked, he was approaching that number. Riley takes a curveball outside. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Riley with a big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, coming into today, you date back to May 2nd, 2021, he's played in 789 consecutive regular season games. Longest active streak in the big league. So he'd reach 790 tonight. Bases empty, 2 down. And the 2-2 on the way. Riley takes a called third strike. Fastball shocked him. First strikeout by Rodriguez. And the Braves go down in order for the third straight inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, make the right call. I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm based right here in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area.
Strike 1.
We'll get you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time.
Strike 2.
And our team is with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team.
Strike 3.
Make the right call. Call Ken.com. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, attorneys at law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Spring is back in Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington grass seed, available at the Home Depot.
Hey Braves Country, it's Tom Glavine, and when my ride needs a wash, I trust the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves, Tidal Wave Auto Spa. With hundreds of convenient locations, all-star customer service, and cutting-edge equipment that gets my ride sparkling clean in just 3 minutes, Tidal Wave is a game changer. Visit TidalWaveAutospa.com to find a location near you.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
All value games at Truist Park get you $15 tickets, $10 parking, food and beverage offers, and more. Learn more at Braves.com/value.
Hey, we all know work is important, but make it a habit to stay attached to the sports scene every weekday with me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino. Weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Braves and Diamondbacks scoreless tonight. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Corbin Carroll, Gerardo Perdomo, and Gabriel Moreno coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Tidal Wave Auto Spa inning. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country. They're doing it all season long. If the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off any monthly unlimited watch membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutospa.com/Braves. Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here with you. First pitch, backdoor curveball misses to Corbin Carroll. Carroll just 25 years old, young star of this team. Former first-round pick. That was back in 2019. He was taken 16th overall. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Just a little bit high with a fastball. Carroll was the state of Washington's player of the year. He had 540 his senior year. And he committed to play baseball at UCLA, but signed with the Diamondbacks. There's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Ball a little bit low and outside. You think about somebody who's 25 years old growing up in the Seattle area. In that time frame, you can guess who he grew up idolizing. Ichiro Suzuki. That was his favorite player. 3-0 pitch on the way. And there is ball 4. Sinker missed and a leadoff walk. And this will be challenged by Drake Baldwin.
Carroll's already grabbing his bat. He knew it was a strike, too.
And that is a strike. Watching the replay on the ABS. So it goes from a 4-0 count to a 3-1 count. 3-1 on Carroll. Grant trying to battle back. 3-1, a little bit too tall. And that is ball 4. If there's one thing that Grant really wants to work on, we saw that he walked about in the 3rd inning. And you hate all walks, but especially the leadoff variety to a guy like that.
Yeah, leadoff guy that can absolutely fly. That's a walk Grant's gonna want back.
Carroll can fly over there at first base. Pitch on the way to Perdomo. There's a called strike. They want to get a fastball in the inside corner versus the left-handed hitter.
But until that walk, the Braves have done such a good job limiting Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll. Until that walk, they were 0 for 10 with 3 strikeouts, and those two are the ones that start this offense up.
Good lead at first. Pickoff over to first base. Back with the dive, Carroll. Carroll had a 30-30 season last year. He became the first player in Diamondbacks franchise history to record a 30-30 season. 30 homers, 30 steals, while setting the franchise's single-season record for triples. Had 17 of those. So, yeah, he can boogie. And he's got a good lead over there at first base. Held by Matt Olson. Meanwhile, Holmes comes set right at the belt. Pick off again to first base and back in with a dive, Carroll. And those are his 2 disengagements. Perdomo is 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Carroll, big lead, pitches a called strike.
Well, it's funny how a runner with speed just changes everything. I'm trying to watch the batter and Carroll at first. That's the power of wheels over there at first base.
0-2 pitch. In the dirt, knocked down by Heim. Good job by Jonah to keep that in front of him. That kind of ties into something that I was chatting with Tim Hires about during BP. I said, you must have had a great time last night, 17 runs. Like, oh, yeah, we all had a good time. He said, you cannot convince me. I don't care who the pitcher is. You can be the best pitcher in the world. You're not as good a pitcher with men on base.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You only have so much bandwidth to focus on that hitter. When you're worried about the runner, it makes it hard.
Pickoff over to first base, and that'll be the 3rd disengagement. Is that not the 3rd disengagement?
Yeah, that's the 3rd time he's picked.
Well, now this is interesting. He takes his lead over there at first. Pitch on the way. Check swing. Did not go. That was 3 pickoff to first base. Unsuccessfully. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Perdomo. 2-2. Fly ball to center field to his right. Michael Harris drifting back a bit, makes the catch. And Carroll now back to first base. After that pickoff, the crew chief and first base umpire, Alfonso Marquez, held up 2 fingers. And I'm pretty sure that was the 3rd throw over by Holmes.
No, that was definitely his 3rd. The first 2 actions Grant did was pick over to first. So that was definitely his 3rd disengagement.
That could be a big break. Here's Gabriel Moreno. He'll take a first pitch strike. Finishing that thought in the conversation about pitching with men on base, I thought Tim had a really good point. He said, 1 of 2 things is going to happen. You're either going to feel like you have to be absolutely perfect, and you're going to hang one and get crushed, or you're going to start walking guys. That's exactly what we saw last night. A 1 swung on and missed. Talking about pitching with men on base and just how hard it is. Especially when a guy the caliber of Corbin Carroll's over there at first base.
Yeah, if you get a slow catcher over there, I can't say that would bother you too much as a pitcher. But I think about a guy like Billy Hamilton. I walked him. I think I've told you this before, and it just rattled me. I had one of the worst innings I can remember after walking the fastest guy in the league on 4 pitches.
Ready with the 0-2. Here it comes. Low and outside with a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score. Bottom of the 4th inning. Runner at first, 1 out. These 2 pitchers, Holmes and Rodriguez, have been very sharp this evening. But Holmes with a couple of walks here lately, trying to pitch around 1. 1-2 to Marino. Check swing, he went strike 3. Used a slider. 2nd strikeout by Grant Holmes. That's a big one. So 2 down in the inning. Now it's in the hands of Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, Grant has so much confidence in that slider. I bet if you ask him, he feels like he has better command of that breaking ball than he does of his fastball. So whenever he's in a pinch, Pretty good guess. He's throwing a slider.
2 down, runner at first. Arenado 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Pick off over to first base and back in standing Carroll. So there's one. I feel like we need to write this down. Make sure we got the count right.
We do.
I mean, there are guys in the Diamondback dugout yelling, "That's 3, that's 3." So we weren't the only ones. Pitch to Arenado. Missed inside with a slider. Arenado 1 for 3 in the series. His one was a single last night in the 4th inning. And he bats in the 4th inning here tonight with a runner at first base. Carroll extends the lead at first. 1-0 pitches high. 2 balls, no strikes. After Arenado, it'll be Alec Thomas. Grant Holmes comes set right at the belt. 2-0 pitch. Arenado takes a strike, able to get a fastball over. Holmes at 55 pitches for the game, 31 strikes. 30-year-old right-hander trying to find a way through this 4th inning. Keep them scoreless. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Arenado takes a slider low and outside, and the count goes to 3-1. So here in the 4th inning, Grant's really had a difficult time getting ahead. Walked the leadoff man. Perdomo flied out. He was able to strike out Moreno. But he's fallen behind Arenado. Had a walk last inning as well and a wild pitch.
Yeah, this is something we saw a couple times last summer. Actually, a stretch of starts for Grant where he would just come out in the 4th or 5th inning and not have his command.
3-1 to the plate. And it gets it by the swinging bat of Arenado. Fastball at 96. Well, he's the kind of guy, like you mentioned, has so much confidence in the slider, you wouldn't be shocked at all to see it in this situation. Almost expect it. That's his best pitch. Carroll will be on the move here. 3-2. Swung on, miss with a fastball. Used old number 1, and he frustrates Nolan Arenado as he flings the bat and helmet back to the Diamondback dugout. So a couple of strikeouts put to rest the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th, no score.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves? And it means a lot to the Solomon family. I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, and more importantly, I'm a Southeast kid. And the Atlanta Braves have meant everything to me growing up. They're a fabric of their community. We believe we're a fabric of this community. And being associated with the Atlanta Braves has truly been an honor, and we really appreciate it. Go Braves.
Are you passionate about healthcare? South College offers a Bachelor of Science or an Associate of Science in Nursing program that could be your path to making a real difference. And after completing your program, you'll be eligible to take the NCLEX RN exam. South College offers modern nursing labs, simulation labs with viewing rooms, computer labs, student center study areas, and more. Visit south.edu today to learn more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus. South College, where dreams find direction.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join me, Buck Ballou, with Kelly Kroll from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Still no score. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Eli White, Mauricio Dubon, and Michael Harris due up for the Braves here in the top of the 5th inning. You chatted with Adam Sonnabend in between innings about that third pickoff.
Yeah, interesting. None of us caught it. He didn't see it either, but apparently Ketel Marte called time right before Grant's first pickoff. So that voids that pickoff as a disengagement. So it was 2. Still, it rattled me for that whole inning. How does nobody notice that? But there's our explanation.
Eli White to lead off. Eli 0 for 1 with a ground out. Eduardo Rodriguez back to work. Lefty deals. Ball a little bit high. So that was a clean bottom of the fourth inning. That means today is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by any Tidal Wave location tomorrow. Get half off any unlimited wash membership for the first month. White pops one up on the infield, down the first base line and foul ground. McCann and Santana both there. Right outside the batter circle, it's caught by Santana and one down. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. So one away here in the fifth inning. Well, the Braves had a golden opportunity in the first inning, Darren. Since then, Rodriguez is locked in.
Yeah, he's really settled in. Started the inning with just 43 pitches through 4 innings. So, when he's got all of his pitches working, he's very efficient, and he's really hitting the spots here, challenging these Braves hitters.
Mauricio Dubon takes a called strike.
And he's got such a smooth, easy delivery. It's really under control. That's where that good command comes from. He's probably going to get pretty deep in this game unless something changes here quickly.
0-1 to Dubon. A little bit low outside with a sinker, 1-1. Mauricio belted a home run last night over the wall in left center field. Waiting on the lefty to bring it. 1-1 and a ground ball guided to short. Shuffling left and gloving for Domo. Whips it over to first base. 2 down here in the top of the fifth inning.
Yeah, I got to chat with Dubon during batting practice, and we were laughing. Whenever the Braves hit a home run, customary celebration is to do the bird wings out towards the bullpen, celebrate with all of your teammates. And he was a little rusty on his home run trot. Got all the way to third base before Tommy Watkins told him, "Hey, you got to do the wings, man." And he was laughing about it.
2 down for Michael Harris. Michael takes the ball outside. Isn't he fun to chat with?
He's great. He's such an outgoing guy, and all the reports in the clubhouse about him are absolutely glowing. They love him here.
1-0 to Michael Harris. Ball a little bit low. I met him for the first time at spring training. I'd never chatted with him before. And after 2-3 minutes, you felt like you've known him for years.
Yeah.
Just that kind of a personality. 2-0 to Harris. In for a strike. He's going to challenge this. It looked a little bit low. There's the voice of home plate umpire Mike Estabrook. Watching the ABS replay on the video board. That is a ball. That'll be overturned. Missed by a pretty good margin, too. That missed by over 2 inches.
Wow.
The bottom of that zone and under the zone looking really good to Mike Estabrook. Here's the 3-0 pitch on the way. Harris takes a strike, 3-1. Michael is hitting the ball so hard here lately. He put 6 balls in play last night, and they all left the bat at over 100 miles an hour. 3-1. Big swing and a miss at a changeup. And his 11 total balls in play this season over 100 miles an hour are tied with Yordan Alvarez for the most in baseball. So he's been really squaring up some pitches.
Yeah, the hitting 241 so far, it doesn't jump off the page at you, but if he continues to hit the ball that hard, good things are going to happen.
Count runs full, 3-2 pitch. Harris sends one foul over by the Braves dugout.
More so than a hit here, I'm hoping for his first walk of the season. He had a historically low walk rate last year. Love to see him get a free pass here.
He had 16 last year. Payoff pitch. Ask and ye shall receive. There's ball 4.
That's exciting. He actually did display really good knowledge at the bottom of the strike zone there. I think if Michael's not feeling comfortable in the box, he's chasing a lot of those pitches that were just under the zone, including the one that Estabrook missed.
Yeah, last season, he had 641 plate appearances and walked just 16 times. Jonah Heim takes a strike. In spring training, he walked 4 times. He was already doing a better job during the spring session. And there's his first walk. He's the first Braves base runner since the first inning. 0-1 to Heim. Ground ball out to third. 2-hopper. Hitting Arenado in the chest. Goes the short route. Touchdown Harris from a 5-4 putout. And that'll wrap up the top of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We're halfway home. No score from Arizona.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
1966. Two legends rolled onto the scene. The Atlanta Braves and the Ford Bronco SUV. Same relentless drive. Same legendary grit.
This is Michael Harris II. Go deep on your next adventure with the power and off-road capability of a Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
Oh. Forget something for your project? We've got you. At HomeDepot.com, get fast, free delivery on millions of items for whatever you're working on, same day or next day. We bring what you need, and you bring it to life. Get fast, free delivery only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Order select in-stock items by 4 p.m., subject to availability.
The Braves Country Music Fest at Truist Park is June 13th, featuring Cody Johnson, Ella Langley, and more. Get tickets at Braves.com/Braves Country Fest.
Technology can make you a better sports fan and a better driver. Use CarPlay or Android Auto to get the traffic on your dashboard while you listen to Chuck and Chernoff from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, or on the Fan app.
No score, Braves and Diamondbacks. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be Thomas, McCann, and Santana. Great to be with you tonight. For those of you listening on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, we appreciate you being out there as always. And for our friends out there who are watching on Apple TV but have chosen our audio source as their preferred audio for the game, tip of the cap to you. And great to be with you tonight. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Got ourselves a pitcher's duel tonight. Grant Holmes back to work. There's a called strike on Alec Thomas. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Braves. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. Game looking very different from the one we saw last night. Well, 1 to Alec Thomas. And a little bouncer out to second, charging Ozzie. He's got it and wings it to first base in time for the out. Challenging play, darting in. That's one of those where you're happy to have a fast infield like you have here. Ozzie able to come in and make that play, 1 down.
Yeah, that's a really tough play for Ozzie coming in, having to make the throw on the run. He makes it look easy. You know, that's something he practices a lot. This Braves club this year is really putting an emphasis on their infield defense. Paying off right there.
James McCann, the batter. First pitch swinging, sends one foul. We've seen the Braves take infield every single game to begin this season, right before BP.
Yeah, you made it to the highest level. You're here. You're here because you're pretty good. I love it, man. A lot of guys would have the ego and say, I don't need to do that every day. But thus far, we're seeing these guys grinding on it. It's looking like it's working.
Yeah, they love to put in that work. And it is definitely showing. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to James McCann. Just wiped him out with a slider when lunging for it. 0-2. Grant Holmes with 2 strikeouts. He's walked a pair. McCann over 1 with a fly out to right field. 0-2 pitch. Popped up, right field. Ronald Acuna coming in casually to his left. That parachutes right on down into his glove. And 2 down here in the 5th inning. Folks, you ever wonder what a home run tastes like? It's a little peppery, a little tangy, and a lot like the original Louisiana hot sauce. The original hot sauce from Louisiana, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. 2 away for Carlos Santana. Switch hitter batting from the left side, facing the righty Grant Holmes. And a ball outside. That fastball 91 from Grant Holmes, but an observation that you'd made in between innings, he's been throwing a little bit harder than we're used to seeing here tonight.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think that was a fastball.
1-0, a little bit low and outside.
Yeah, he's averaging 95.8 on his fastball here tonight. Only once before in his career did he do that, and that's when he was a reliever throwing 1 inning. It was his 4th appearance of his career, so he's found a little extra gear here tonight in the desert.
2-0 to Santana. Blew that by him. Fastball 96.
I think that first pitch of the at-bat was his changeup, which I mentioned earlier. He's going to try to feature that that pitch here this season.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Holmes. Another swing and miss, another fastball. I'm wondering if that fastball, that registered at 93. You mentioned a changeup a little while ago. And I wonder if some of these changeups are registering as fastballs. Either way, he's getting swings and misses. What else does it matter? There's a 2-2 pitch on the way to Santana. Struck him out, went with a slider, just carved him up. And they go down 1-2-3 in the 5th inning. Grant looking really good through 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Got to get him some runs. No score here in Phoenix.
Nothing is quite as American as supporting the home team. At Quikrete, it's what we've been doing for over 80 years, making products that give homeowners and contractors the confidence to quickly and easily knock out their to-do list. So, whether you need a set a fence post, make a repair, or replace your patio, you can count on the yellow bag of Quikrete concrete mix to help you get the job done right. Pick up the Quikrete yellow bag at your favorite home improvement center. Quikrete, it's what America's made of.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up in the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Make Brian Finner and John Michaels and me, Home Team Brandon Leak, your soundtrack at work weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
All right, top of the order for the Braves here in the top of the 6th inning. Acuna, Bolden, and Albies. And that's good news for our contestant tonight in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. If the Braves hit a home run tonight, right here in the 6th inning, our contestant, Fern Updegraff from Kennesaw, Georgia, will win $1,000. Fern, I hope I said your last name right. Updegraff. Fern Updegraff out of Kennesaw. Hoping to make a winner out of Fern. And if you'd like to, what are you snicking at?
Are you sure that's not a prank name?
It says.
I'm trying to figure it out.
If it's a prank name, I know who did it. Be you. There's a picture on the way to Acuna. There's a ball high. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. Ronald looking for his first homer. Takes ball inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Acuna with a pop out to first and a fly out to right field. Now the 2-0 pitch. Called strike, got a fastball in there. 2-1 now on Ronald. He's hitting $154 to begin the season. No homers, couple of RBIs, slugging 192. 2-1 pitch, ground ball to the right side. That finds a hole. Base hit, just slapped through the right side. Ketel Marte, the second baseman, was shaded to his right up the middle. So a yawning hole on that right side of the infield, and Ronald found it for a leadoff single.
Yeah, that's the kind of hitting approach that really separated Ronald in 2023. Before that, I don't remember him doing that much, but when he realizes he's beat or maybe he doesn't know exactly what's coming to him, he'll just flick it to the right side. Beautifully done. Found himself a hole. Put a little pressure here on the Diamondbacks.
First Braves hit since the first inning. Here comes Drake Baldwin. First pitch to Baldwin, low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So many great numbers for Baldwin to begin the season. And again, looking to score a run tonight. He has scored in all 7 of the Braves games this season to this point. There goes Ronald. 1-0 pitch is a strike. Throw down to second base, off the mark, feet first slide, and Acuna's in there. And Ronald Acuna with the stolen base. That is his second. Good time to run. Now he's in scoring position.
And that was a heck of a jump, too. He probably could have got in there standing up if he wanted.
He's fast already, but looking even quicker with those mint green cleats on he's got on out there at second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Baldwin pops one up just back of third base. Shallow left, coming in Tawa, going out the shortstop Perdomo, and he makes the catch. That's one of those, if it's hit during spring training with the sunshine and the wind, might fall in. But here under the lights in Phoenix, no such luck. Finishing that note on Drake Baldwin. We mentioned he scored in all 7 Brave games at this point, and is the only such player to do so since the club moved to Atlanta in 1966. Just 2 other players have done so at any point in the modern era in franchise history to begin a season. That'll be fouled off by Ozzie Albies, Hank Aaron, and Jimmy Collins in 1900. Not a very long list.
No. He's doing a great job getting on base for those guys behind him, drive them in. You know, he's off to just about as good of a start as you could hope for.
Ronald Acuna down at second. 1 out, no score in the top of the 6th. Ozzie batting from the right side, and now a throw to second, and back in is Ronald Acuna. Ronald with a smile on his face out there, takes the lead again. Last night, Ozzie Albies 2 for 5. He has 1 hit in this game. 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Back in the first inning, Braves had him at first and third, and could not score as they ended the inning with runners stranded at first and third. Ozzie Albies trying to drive in the game's first run. 1-1, he swings at a changeup down in the dirt, missed every stitch of it. Counted a ball and 2 strikes on Albies. He's gotten a very steady diet of changeups from the left-hander Rodriguez. Matt Olson just standing there on deck, observing the action, waiting for his turn. Meanwhile, Ozzie steadies the bat, staring down Rodriguez. Now a pick off to second, back in Acuna. Not much on that throw, just kind of doing his best to keep Ronald as close to second as he can.
And they're paying a lot of attention to Ronald at second base. Ketel Marte, frankly, is distracting how much he's jumping around out there trying to mess with Ronald.
Open stance in the right-hand batter's box for Albies. 1-2. Swing and a bouncer off the glove of Rodriguez and rolls over to second base. Everybody's safe. Acuna to third and Ozzie to first. It's an infield single that'll put him at the corners with 1 down for Olson. And before he digs in, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
So now meeting at the mound as the infield is coming together. And they're chatting about the situation. So here is that situation. First and third. 1 down. We're in the top of the 6th inning. No score. That could change with a crack of the bat right here for Matt Olson.
And this is the guy you want up. Probably the hardest hit ball of the whole night. In the first inning off Rodriguez. Robbed by an outstanding play and right by Corbin Carroll. Hopefully Matt can repeat that here and cash in this run. It seems like runs are going to be tough to come by tonight, so you get an opportunity, you don't want to squander it.
Yeah, 1 would feel like a bunch. Matt Olson's ball hit back in the first inning came off his bat at 99 miles an hour. His ground out in the 4th came off his bat at 106. So here we go, left on left matchup. First pitch on the way to Olson is a ball outside. This will be challenged by James McCann. Well, the first pitch fastball in the outside corner. Waiting on the ABS replay. This is a strike. They go from a 1-0 count to an 0-1 count. With a call overturned. A lot of successful challenges tonight with the ABS system. 0-1 to Olson. That did miss on a 1-1 count. Rodriguez up to 70 pitches for the game, 44 strikes. He only has one strikeout.
It's a pretty big hole in the left side of the infield where the shortstop would normally stand. Perdomo shaded all the way up the middle. We've seen Matt do it in situations like this where if he gets a breaking ball away or a fastball away, he'll just flick it into left to collect that RBI.
Albies at first, Acuna at third. And the bat in the hands of Matt Olson facing this left-hander Rodriguez. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, miss, and a cutter low and away. That just kind of idles at the back of the box. Gathers his thoughts, digs back in, pinwheels the bat, now steadies it. Austin Riley on deck. And now time called. Big moment in the game right here. No score, that could change right here. 1-2 pitch, fouled back into the screen.
Ben, I think they called time because they couldn't decide what they wanted to throw. Some indecision. That 1-1 pitch, Matt was trying to flick it the other way as I talked about. And so if I'm on the mound and I see that type of approach, I want to come in. So it seems like McCann and Rodriguez couldn't agree on a pitch there.
They settle up now. Ball and 2 strikes for Olson. 1-2. Check swing. They appeal strike 3. Malachi Moore, the third base umpire, rings up Olson. Second strikeout by Rodriguez. 2 down here in the 6th inning. Now it's in the hands of Austin Riley. Riley is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. That's the bad news. The good news is he has been a very good hitter in his career versus the Diamondbacks, and the Braves need more of that right here. 33 career games versus Arizona. He's hitting .346 against Arizona pitching. And he had a big night last night going 2 for 4. But hitless tonight, and a base hit means a run. First pitch. Outside, laid off a changeup that floated away. Austin batting .231 for the season. 2 runs batted in to this point this year. 1-0, big swing and a miss and a change. That just died up there in its approach to the plate. Count level at a ball and a strike. Big hole in the right side of the infield. Second baseman Marte several feet to his right. 1-1 to the plate. Low and in, laid off a changeup there. Got to have a lot of plate discipline against this guy, especially in this situation. Ton of changeups.
Yeah, we were talking about Grant Holmes. Whenever he's in a pinch going to that slider, Rodriguez, that changeup is the one he trusts the most. So he's going to it often here in this tight jam.
The 2-1 pitch. Missed low of the changeup. Good eye. And now the count in Riley's favor. Should he reach via walk, they'd be loaded for Eli White. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And the 3-1. Ground ball out to short. That'll be gobbled up by Perdomo from a knee. Triggers to second. Marte's there. They cut down Albies. And that ends the top of the 6th. So the Braves leave a runner stranded at third for the second time. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still no score.
100 grand is what you could win. Over and over again. You could win big every time. Go play key. In the verse, thinking up it's 20. The more you match, the more you win money. Win 1 time, 2 times, there's no limit. Up to 100 grand every 3.5 minutes.
You like winning over and over again? It can happen with Keno. Go play in the bar, at the store, or online.
Go play Keno.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Play Keno from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you. With personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Built to beat cancer.
A
Braves game day is about great fans and great food. And the original Louisiana hot sauce makes everything you eat at the ballpark hit like a home run in your mouth. Our peppery kick and a pinch of tang bring out the best in whatever you're eating between innings. Wings, dogs, nachos, chicken tenders. A splash of Bayou flavor brings every bite up a notch. So while the Braves go for the win on game day, you can win at game day eating with the original Louisiana hot sauce. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
The radio home of the Atlanta Braves is everywhere. Watch our live in-studio camera, chat with other fans, or check out the best archive clips from our local shows by searching 680 The Fan on YouTube.
Rolling into the bottom of the sixth inning, it's 9-1-2 in the order for the Diamondbacks. That's Tawa, Marte, and Carroll. We are scoreless into the bottom of the sixth inning. Folks, Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Grant Holmes, 5 scoreless innings to this point. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. And now facing Tim Tawa. One of those walks was to Tawa as he walked back in the third inning. First pitch, low and outside with a curveball. Austin Riley creeping in a bit at third base. Outfield playing straight up out there. Riley goes back to a regular position. 1-0 to Tawa. And a ball low, 2 balls and no strikes. Holmes at 71 pitches. 41 strikes. Fastball has been good tonight. Been up in velocity. Slider's been sharp. 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike. This will be challenged by Tawa. Or will it? He was just adjusting the helmet, I guess. Okay. Made a quick adjustment of the helmet. I thought he was challenging. I got anytime somebody touches their helmet, we're ready for an ABS replay. 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Grant able to bounce back with a good fastball, level the count up. 2-2. Little roller up along third, charging in Riley. Bare hands, loads, fires in the dirt, and scooped up by Olsen. That is spectacular on both ends. Those two can really pick it. That's a nice job on the 5-3 put out, Riley to Olsen.
Yeah, that's a do-or-die play there. Riley knew he had to get it off quickly. And his good buddy over there, Matt Olsen, saved him. Beautiful pick.
Big to get Tawa. He's got good wheels, so he's retired. 1 down. Here's Ketel Marte. No score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Grant Holmes kicks and brings it. Line drive down the left field line. A base hit for the first time tonight for the Diamondbacks. Ketel Marte able to slash one over Austin Riley. And a base hit in the left field. And there goes the no-hit bid.
So is that... as a player, you never talk about it, right? It's considered bad juju. Does that rule go for the broadcast booth as well?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Okay.
You ask me, I think we should be able to say it all we want. And there are some fans out there that are probably cringing as I say that. But we can't impact anything down on the field. Corbin Carroll takes the ball low and inside. Plus, if somebody's driving around in their car, and it's the 7th, 8th, 9th inning, and I'm saying there's a no-hitter going on, guess what they're not going to do?
Yeah.
Change the channel. To tell people what's going on. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Corbin Carroll. And Carroll takes a called strike. I don't want to get into it in the 5th, 6th inning.
Yeah.
But if this had gone into the 7th, 8th.
I think that's the right approach.
And I've called 2 no-hitters in the minor leagues before and said no-hitter multiple times. And they came about. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Carroll takes the ball high, 2-1. The old broadcaster jinx. No score, bottom of the 6th inning. Two-one, fouled off up into the upper deck along the third baseline. And a 2-2 count on Corbin Carroll. They've got such good speed at the top of their order. Holmes trying to keep them quiet. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Carroll. Missed high with a fastball. Big pitch coming up right here. Diamondbacks haven't been able to piece together much at all tonight. But now a 3-2 count on Corbin Carroll, runner at first base. And the fate of the inning could swing one way or the other with this pitch right here. 3-2. Missed high, ball 4. Second time he's walked Corbin Carroll. So now they're at first and second for Gerardo Perdomo. And out trots Jeremy Hefner, Braves pitching coach.
Yeah, watching this inning, I've been talking about Grant's velocity all night. He's averaging 95.8 on his four-seamer. This inning, it's dropped a little bit. He looks a little more uncomfortable on the mound. We did see some fastballs at 93 and 94. Just doesn't look quite as crisp. So I would expect somebody to be getting up here in a hurry down there in the bullpen.
Dylan Lee is now up and tossing in the Braves bullpen. Switch hitter Gerardo Perdomo up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. A fly out to left and a fly out to center. Holmes would love a ground ball, turn 2, get out of this mess. Wouldn't be the easiest man to double up. But this is a pretty fast track that they play on here in Arizona. So climbing in Perdomo. Holmes goes to work. First pitch, a strike. Got a slider over the inside corner. Perdomo batting .231. Does have a homer. Tapping the bat on his left shoulder. Holmes glanced to second. 0-1 pitch. Missed the outside corner. This will be challenged by Heim. Win with a fastball. I like his chances on this. Waiting for the ABS replay. That pitch was a strike, and that'll be overturned. Good eye by Jonah.
Yeah, Mike Estabrook's really struggling with that top half of the zone. That's probably a 4th or 5th ball that's been overturned in that upper half of the zone. And that one egregious one down.
Well, every pitch that's been challenged has been overturned, but both teams have all their ABS challenges. 0-2 pitch. Got a piece of it, fouled it off. After Perdomo, it's Moreno. Easily the best opportunity the Diamondbacks have had in this game. Runners at first and second, one out for Perdomo, who bats third in their order. Grant Holmes at 83 pitches, 50 strikes. Plans to second, 0-2 pitch, and foul over to our left into the second deck. And then ricochets down below.
I have to go back and look at some data to confirm this, but just thinking about it, Jonah Heim and James McCann are two of the bigger backstops you're going to see in this league. So they might be blocking, Mike Estabrook's normal vision lanes.
I could see that. Again, the 0-2. Ground ball to second. Backhanded by Ozzie. Flips to Mauricio. Over to first. Double play. That's what he wanted. And he's able to roll the 4-6-3 double play to just like that get out of the jam. Excellent job defensively. No runs, one hit. No errors and a man left. We remain scoreless. We go to the top of the 7th.
It came from outer space.
No, it came from Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
The taste is out of this world.
Well, the taste is, but they're from Atlanta and now at Truist Park.
They are burgers you could die for.
But please don't. You can find Grindhouse Killer Burgers at Truist Park in the Outfield Market, sections 315 and 335. And now in the West End by the Works. Or at one of the other 5 Atlanta and Athens locations. You can even book our food truck to bring Grindhouse to your next event. Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
Live fast. Eat well.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military. And the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education. Way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org. Helping warriors navigate to success after service.
Oil lights never come on at a good time.
Oh, come on!
You've got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 Oil Change handle it. Drive in and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road. It's stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. Take 5 has a special offer to our Atlanta and Charlotte area fans. Wear your Braves gear on Tuesdays to get 25% off your oil change. Find your nearest shop at take5.com.
Start your weekend with the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Crawl, Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Back in Phoenix, where we've got ourselves a stalemate here in the desert. We are scoreless into the top of the 7th. This game completely different from everything that we saw last night. Last night, the game lost just about all its mystery about an hour in. Braves had that 8-run 5th inning last night, had a 10-1 lead through 5 innings, and just breezed right on by the Diamondbacks 17-2. Tonight, very different story. No score, no runs, 4 hits for the Braves, no runs, 1 hit for the Diamondbacks as we enter the top of the 7th. Eli White leads off, takes a ball high and outside. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from Chase Field. Second game of this 4-game series. 1-0 from Rodriguez. Good cut, but a miss by White. Fooled by the changeup, 1-1. Chatting with Eli before the game, we were talking about the batter's eye here. And he said, man, you can just really see the ball well when you're hitting in this ballpark. Hitters love coming here. There's the 1-1 pitch. White sends one foul into the upper deck along the first baseline. And that batter's eye is just so gigantic out there. And he said, if you think it's good in general, you should see it when the roof is closed. He said he felt like the ball is even more visible when the roof is closed. It's open tonight and will be open again tomorrow. 1-2 pitch. Low it inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's a cool detail that you might not consider when you just come watch a game is the visibility for these hitters. And then you're right, it is a big, massive expanse of green. The ball must pop out of it.
2-2 to Eli White. And a chopper out to short. That'll be gloved by Geraldo Perdomo. Throws over. Eli was boogieing. Well, they get him by just a hair. And 1 down to the 7th. So 1 away. Several finals around Major League Baseball today, giving you a glance at the Saia scoreboard. Scoreboard updates are delivered to you by Saia, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Marlins were defeated by the Yankees 8-2 up in New York today. Phillies thrashed the Rockies 10-1. There's a called strike. Elsewhere in the division, the Dodgers took down the Nationals 13-6, and the Mets have a 5-0 lead on the Giants in San Francisco in the top of the 5th. So there's a look at the scores around our division. 0-1 in for a strike to Dubon, 0-2. Here we're scoreless as we continue here in the 7th inning. Dubon 0 for 2. Now Rodriguez having an issue with the PitchCom device. Threw his hands up into the air and almost into a panic. Now home plate umpire Mike Estabrook is going to charge a pitch timer violation to Eduardo Rodriguez. He wasn't buying the PitchCom device, was he?
Yeah, I've heard they're trying to crack down on that because that's your get out of jail free card if the clock's running out.
So it's an 0-2 count. It's a 1-2 count. Here it comes. That's outside 2-2.
Also heard MLB's considering banning the batter timeout that a lot of these guys take when they get to 0-2 or 1-2.
2-2. Chase hit a miss at a changeup. Strikeout number 3 for Rodriguez. 2-way here in the 7th. Coming up, it'll be the 7th inning stretch brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. The Warrior Alliance is stepping up to the plate to help Warriors navigate to success after military service. Visit thewarrioralliance.org to learn more. Michael Harris, a walk back in the 5th inning. Outside of that, a fly out to center. First pitch low and outside, laid off a changeup. I mean, it has been a very steady diet of changeups, and that matches the scouting report you gave us before the game. That's the pitch he uses the most. Harris takes a ball in the dirt, laid off a cutter, 2-0.
Yeah, the changeup to me is the great equalizer in the game. You don't have to throw 98 if you have a devastating changeup, and Rodriguez is really showing his off tonight, and it takes so much discipline from these batters to stay back and wait long enough to hit that ball hard.
2-0 to Harris. He swings in a ground ball guided to second, shuffling right and gloving Marte. Throws over to first base, and it's a 1-2-3-7. There's still nothing for the Braves. Time to stretch them out here in the desert. We go to the bottom of the 7th. No score.
Hi. Sorry. Did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Spring is back in Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington grass seed, available at the Home Depot.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona, La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Braves have over 20 gate giveaways this season, from bobbleheads to wearables. See them all at Braves.com/promos.
Tune in every weekday morning at 7:45 for Atlanta Braves Today. And listen for your chance to win a pair of Brave tickets on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Still goose eggs in the run column here in the desert. Score knotted up at 0-0. Grant Holmes, good work tonight. 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. He certainly did his job. On to relieve him, left-hander Dylan Lee. Dylan worked a career-high 74 games last season. Worked just 3 times this year, but off to a good start. 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. And the way this game is playing out, I would give the advantage to the Braves. Really strong bullpen work early in the spring. Diamondbacks, not so much. Their bullpen ranks 27th out of 30 thus far.
That's a really good number to think about, close and late like this. On top of that, the Braves' defense has been great. Here's Moreno. First pitch he sees, low and inside. Yet normally we'd say goose eggs in a situation like this. This weekend, I think it's more like Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, there you go.
Nothing but Easter eggs up there on the scoreboard. No runs, 4 hits for the Braves. No runs, 1 hit for the Diamondbacks. 1-0 to Moreno. And a swing and a miss over the top of a good slider. We go from a righty throwing nasty sliders to a lefty throwing equally as nasty sliders.
It certainly is nasty.
Lefty-righty matchup, 1-1. There's a called strike and a changeup over, and this will be challenged by Gabriel Moreno. Mike Estabrook thinking, here we go again. All right, waiting on the ABS replay. That is a ball by a wide margin.
That's more than a ball outside.
So far outside, they're not even showing us how far outside. There's a 2-1 pitch. Been a rough night for Mike Estabrook. Here it is from Dylan. There's a bottle rocket straight up into the air. Shallow right. Acuna coming in. Ozzie going out. That's Ronald's ball. Makes the catch in very shallow right field. 1 away in the 7th inning. Folks, the average baseball game has 9 innings. You knew that. But here's what you didn't know. That means 9 chances to put the original Louisiana hot sauce on all your favorite ballpark eats. I'm talking wings, nachos, dogs, everything. They're all tastier with the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana hot sauce. Buy you some. 1 out of the 7th, and now we have an idiot running out onto the field. This shirtless fool just jumped over the left field wall, springing across the outfield. He's in shallow right. Security can't get him. He just juked the security guard, runs to foul ground, and he runs out of room, and they pounce on him. I mean, they cover him. 4 or 5 of those guys on top of him. One guy thoroughly embarrassed as he was juked out of his shoes in shallow right center field. They got him pinned up against the sidewall, and they're going to carry him out of here shirtless and all. All he's wearing is tennis shoes, shorts and a smile.
And that was an unforced error, Ben. He had pretty good speed coming out of the bleachers. He was moving pretty well. I thought that one could have lasted a while, but he slipped on the warning track.
Here's what he didn't account for. The screen running all the way down the line. There is a point where I think he thought he could jump the sidewall, get back into the stands, and take off.
Yeah.
But once he got over there, he realized that there's a screen there. I can't jump over that wall.
Poor planning.
He went a long way. Could be a long weekend for that young man. And a hefty fine.
He's going to Tent City.
Yeah, the
famous prison here in Maricopa County.
No score at the bottom of the seventh. We've seen more streakers than we've seen runs. Here's the pitch on the way. Arenado takes a strike. You ever been on the mound for a situation like that, and did it throw you off at all?
Yes, I think we had a real rash of those early one season in Baltimore, and yes, it is hard. Dillon did the right thing and took a few warm-up tosses.
0-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a slider, 0-2.
And credit to the security here, they got him off the field pretty darn quick. His run might have lasted as long as his perp walk out of the gate.
Yeah, it's a good job by the security here. They got on him quickly. 0-2 pitch. Arenado high fly ball. Deep left. White going back. Slows at the edge of the warning track. And he's got it. And 2 down. Coming off the bat looked pretty good, but that died out there and left. And 2 down. Two down for Alec Thomas. Looking ahead to the 8th, it'll be 9-1-2 for the Braves. And as it stands now, Heim, Acuna, and Baldwin. And there's action in the Diamondback bullpen. Alec Thomas, bouncer up the middle. That finds a hole in the center field. Rolling across the turf in center. Scooped up by Michael Harris. Throws it into Ozzie Albies, and it's a 2-out single for Thomas. You know, speaking of that situation with fans running on the field, I remember twice in what felt like a 2-week span where Kenley Jansen, I think that was the 22 season, was on the mound in the 9th looking to close out wins, and I think in a game in Milwaukee and maybe one somewhere else. It could have been here. I don't even remember. But they were both on the road, and a fan ran out on the field, and if memory serves, he gave up runs shortly thereafter. James McCann fouls one back. I'd have to research that. That's just going off memory.
Yeah. No, I do remember that as well. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough keeping your focus. You know, to kind of turn it off there, and because you want to watch the guy and see if he's got any good moves, but you also have to keep in mind you're pitching in a big league ball game.
Pick off over to first, close play, but back in is Alec Thomas. Thomas has good wheels. He's 2 for 2 in the stolen base department here in the first week of the season. No score, bottom of the 7th. Runner at first, 2 down. James McCann has kept Ronald Acuna busy tonight. 0 for 2 with 2 fly-outs to right field. Big Dylan Lee straightens, kicks and fires. 0-1 swung on miss. A fastball coming in 93. 0-2 on McCann. Alec Thomas increases the lead over at first base. And Dylan Lee just stared him down. 0-2 pitch, got it by him, used a fastball. And he strikes out McCann, that into the bottom of the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 moronic fan. We go to the top of the 8th inning, no score.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager of IBEW 613. There's a reason why over 5,500 electricians currently choose IBEW Local 613. And why we build Atlanta's most important projects, including Truist Park. Talk to our electricians, look at our work, look at our working agreement. The only thing you will lose by not looking are wages, benefits, and time. Nothing to lose by taking a look. Go to IBEW613.org.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey, Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Save time during your workday commute when you rely on your smartphone. Get real-time traffic reports from the app of your choice while you listen to the radio home of the Braves, only on the Fan app.
Top of the 8th here in Arizona. Braves looking to break a stalemate. Still, both teams scoreless going into the 8th inning. Mostly due to the great pitching of these two starting pitchers. Grant Holmes went 6 scoreless innings. Eduardo Rodriguez said, "I'll see your 6 and raise you a 7." He went 7 scoreless, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. On to relieve him, a guy that pitches quite a bit differently than him, Juan Murillo, 27-year-old right-hander, known for his 100-mile-an-hour cheese. So, to start this game, you're dealing with the dead fish changeup. Now you're going to be getting straight gas. That four-seamer 99 also features a slider that he'll throw about 20% of the time. Looks like we will see a pinch hitter here batting in Jonah Heim's spot. Mike Yastrzemski stepping into the box.
And Yastrzemski has seen Murillo once in his career, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So Heim finishes his night 0 for 2. Here comes Yastrzemski. No score, top of the 8th. Here's the first pitch. That'll be swung on miss. Fastball 98. Last night, Yastrzemski was in left field. He was on base 3 times, 2 walks and an RBI double. 0-1 pitch. He swings and it's a fly ball down the right field line, sprinting hard to his left is Carroll. He slides and foul ground, can't get there. It's out of his reach. And a foul ball. It was a feet-first slide deep down the right field line, just out of his reach. At 0-2 on Yastrzemski. Meanwhile, Robert Suarez up and tossing in the Braves bullpen.
Yeah, talking about the contrast and the pitching styles of these two guys, that's a real challenge for hitters. You know, when you're facing Rodriguez, you're trying to stay back and hit the ball the opposite way. Here against Murillo, you got to get your foot down early, get that swing started to catch up to that fastball.
Yeah, you got to be in gear versus this guy. 0-2 on Yastrzemski. Here it is. Swung on miss. Fastball 98. Man, we mentioned Easter eggs earlier. With these City Connect uniforms the Diamondbacks are wearing that are purple and teal. And this pitcher wearing hot pink shoes and teal socks. He looks like an Easter egg out there. You got all the florals on. 1 down for Ronald Acuna. Here's the pitch from the man in pink shoes. There's a ball low. You know, you can get away with that when you throw 100.
Mm-hmm.
Juan Murillo has no problem lighting up a radar gun. 1-0 pitch, broken bat roller off the mound to the left of second. Clubbed by Marte, long throw in time. Pretty nice play going out of his jurisdiction to his right into the other side of second base for a 4-3 putout.
And credit to Ronald there, too. He was booking it down the line, made that play very close. We talked in our pregame show about when to give your best effort, when to maybe take some time off. Ronald correctly giving his effort there.
2 down for Drake Baldwin. Drake is 1 for 3 in the game. He singled back in the first inning. Getting his first look at Murillo. First pitch swinging, fly ball out towards left center field. Diving is Alec Thomas, and he has got it for the out. This guy is unbelievable. He's made some great catches in this series. He's made some great catches in his career. And there's another one for his highlight reel to rob Drake Baldwin. Went diving to his right and snow-coned it. And if it's not for that play, that's in the gap. But Alec Thomas makes a dazzling defensive play. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score.
Braves country is Bronco country. This is Michael Harris II. On or off-road, there's a lot of great and exciting places to check out. And the best way to do it is in the powerful, off-road ready Ford Bronco. See you out there.
For great offers on a new Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport SUV, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their Stasi jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because if the Braves hit a home run, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignment. And a free oil change. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
All value games at Truist Park get you $15 tickets, $10 parking, food and beverage offers, and more. Learn more at Braves.com/value.
Your smart speaker could help make the workday fly by or keep you company before the Braves take the field. Tell your smart speaker, play 680 The Fan.
Still knotted at 0-0 as we head into the bottom of the eighth here in the desert. Bill Lee with tidy seventh inning, just one hit allowed with one strikeout. On to relieve him, another flamethrower in the game, right-hander Robert Suarez. Robert's off to a good start, 3 games pitched. 3 innings, 2 strikeouts, continuing a run of dominance he had. Made 2 consecutive NL All-Star teams, serving as the closer for the Padres. We'll work the eighth here. Looking to put up another 0 for the Braves.
And a new battery mate. Drake Baldwin moves from DH to behind the plate. Pitch on the way to Carlos Santana inside. Jackknifed his hips out of the way of that fastball. Mike Yastrzemski remains in the game, goes to left field. For the outfield, Yastrzemski, Harris, and Acuna, and then put Baldwin back there behind the plate for the rest of the game. Pitch on the way to Santana. There's ball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Santana 1 for 3 in his career versus Suarez. The 1 was a home run. 2 balls and no strikes as he leads it off in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. 2-0 popped up on the infield. Mauricio Dubon 1 step back to the dirt, makes the catch. And 1 down here in the 8th inning. So no winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. But if Robert Suarez had struck out the side, our contestant Robert Reeves would have been the winner of a brand new Yanmar ZTR. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar. Your chance to win a Yanmar ZTR and to be entered for a grand prize tractor drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar built together, back longer. Robert Reeves, thanks for being out there. Thanks for playing. 1 down for Tim Tawa. Right on right matchup. Tawa, a walk, also a ground out. There's a called strike. Tawa has never faced Suarez before. No score, bottom of the 8th. And if you're wondering what the Braves have due up in the 9th, it'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Still 2 outs to get here. Ground ball pulled foul, hits the railing of the Diamondbacks dugout, rolls on down the left field line. 0-2 on Tawa. Sure is nice to have a power arm like Suarez in the bullpen, isn't it?
It really is. You know, that some of the times last year, you had to work Dylan Lee so much because he was so consistent and so good. Suarez being here and just pushing everybody up an inning really turned the bullpen into an asset and a strength of this team.
Tyler broke his bat on that last swing, and home plate umpire Mike Estabrook picked up a shard of the bat, slung it over there by the third base dugout. 0-2. Ground ball, hot shot to third, but right into the glove of Austin Riley. Plants and throws, and 2 down.
Just want to revisit last night's game. You know, Ronaldo Lopez, nice start. Osvaldo Bido going 3 innings. You didn't have to throw any of these 3 guys we're going to see. Lee, Suarez, and Raisel Iglesias, who we'll likely see next inning. And that's also a credit to the offense, getting that big cushion. You know, last night's game is going to play out. It's going to affect tonight and tomorrow as well when you're referring to the bullpen.
2 down for Ketel Marte. First pitch, ball outside. Speaking of last night, can we borrow a few runs from last night? Just a couple of them.
The games couldn't be any different.
No score in the 8th. Suarez, tall and lean, comes set right at the tomahawk. 1-0 pitch on the way in the air to right field. Ronald Acuna on the other end. Makes a chest-high catch. And down they go 1-2-3. Folks, we have played 8 innings on a Friday night in Phoenix. Absolutely nothing decided. We go to the 9th, no score.
Strike 3. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
NFS Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves? And it means a lot to the Solomon family. I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, and more importantly, I'm a Southeast kid. And the Atlanta Braves have meant everything to me growing up. They're a fabric of their community. We believe we're a fabric of this community. And being associated with the Atlanta Braves has truly been an honor, and we really appreciate it. Go Braves.
Hey Braves fans, Buck Ballou here reminding you to get your sports fix the easy way. Tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
Top of the 9th, folks. Still 0-0. Really stingy pitching tonight, and that has resulted in the offensive stalemate we are witnessing. We got a new pitcher for the Diamondbacks, right-hander Paul Sewald. He's pitched in 3 games thus far this season, 2 saves already. 4 strikeouts over 2 1/3 innings pitched. It's his 3rd season with the D-backs. 2nd stint after leaving for a few years. He has been in the major leagues for a decade now, so he's got a lot of experience in tight games like this.
This is a guy that historically the Braves have had a lot of success against. In his career, he has a 6.43 ERA against the Braves. Ozzie Albies will lead off against Sewald. Ozzie is 2 for 7 in his career versus Sewald, and both hits were home runs.
Well, that's tasty. Go for a 3rd one here.
Yeah, 3 for 8 with 3 bombs would be nice. So here we go in the 9th inning. Here's the first pitch on the way to Ozzie. And he swings and misses. For Sewald in his career, 28 innings versus the Braves. He's given up 21 runs on 29 hits and 8 home runs. So they've touched him up pretty good historically. 0-1 pitch. Ozzie hits one well deep down the right field line to the foul pole. It flies. That is gone! He just torched it right down the right field line, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead. A stalemate no more here in Phoenix. What a shot down the line and just barely fair. Is that what you wanted?
That's exactly what I was hoping for, buddy. Now, Ozzie's got a knack for those late game heroics, man. That was huge.
1-0 Braves here in the 9th. Here's Matt Olson. And Matt takes the ball low and inside. With that homer by the Braves, you'll save $100 on sets of Goodyear and Cooper tires. Tomorrow only, plus a free alignment and a free oil change at Tire Discounters. 1-0, Olson takes the ball low and inside. Home run, save Braves fans money all season long. Claim your coupon at tirediscounters.com/Braves. Now looking for some more, leading 1-0. 2-0 pitch. Olson drives one high near to deep left field. This has got a shot. Back to the wall. There it goes. Back-to-back homers by Albies and Olsen, and the Braves once again are all over Seawald. It's 2-0 in the ninth.
I guess good things come to those who wait, Ben. Last night we beat the pants off them. Tonight we're going to win a tight one here unless the Braves keep having home run derby here in the ninth.
Here comes pitching coach Brian Kaplan to try to settle down his shaken pitcher. Well, we mentioned that Albies and Olsen had success. Albies was 2 for 7 with 2 homers. Olsen was 2 for 8 with a homer. What do? Back-to-back bombs, and just like that, 2-0 Braves. Outstanding.
Yeah, Seawald, not your traditional flame-throwing closer. Fastball right around 90. He's got a really low arm angle where he pushes it. And if you're a left-hander, you don't mind that. You can hit 90, push to the top of the zone. Both those guys timed it up really nicely. From where we sit, I didn't know if Matt got it. He knew he got it. He was trotting right out of the box.
That thing went 426 feet. Ozzy's went 382. Here comes Austin Riley. First pitch to Riley. Strike. Ozzy's homer came off his bat at 106 miles an hour. Olsen's came off his bat at 107. Seawald knew it. There's the 0-1 pitch. Riley a check swing. They appeal. He win, according to Alfonso Marquez. Looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth. It'll be 2-3-4 coming up with the Diamondbacks. Carroll, Perdomo, and Moreno. And the Braves will carry at least a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the ninth. 0-2 to Riley. Riley swings and fouls one back. Just coming right out the corner and landing 2 big punches.
This place produces so many crazy games when we come here.
It's fun to work here, isn't it?
It is.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Riley waiting on Seawald. And Riley squares one up. Deep center field. Thomas, shy of the warning track, makes the catch. So deep and cavernous out there, coming off the bat, looked pretty good. But didn't quite get enough of it. And one down here in the ninth. Now Dominic Smith will pinch hit. One out, bases empty, 2-0 Braves in the ninth. First pitch to Smith, and a strike. Through the back door with a sweeper. Well, for 8 innings, Braves didn't have many opportunities at all. They left runners at first and third in the first and left them at the corners in the sixth. That's as close as they had gotten. That'll be fouled back by Smith. But a wonderful job by Holmes, Lee, and Suarez equaling that task and keeping the Diamondbacks scoreless and just doing it long enough till the hitters finally came around, and man, they have here in the ninth. Oh, 2 to Dominic Smith. Seawald taking his time. Here it comes. Outside 1-2.
Yeah, we talked about how these close games favor the Braves with the strength of that bullpen, and that certainly has played out here. There's still some more baseball to be played, but you like your chances here in the ninth.
1-2. Sent foul. This is just the 8th game of the season. I feel like we've enjoyed more fun moments, enjoyable moments this season than 162 games last year.
Yeah, that was a challenging summer.
You said it. Already out to a much better start. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Smith takes ball outside, 2-2. 2-0 Braves, top of the ninth. Mentioned that the Marlins lost earlier today, so the Braves could jump into first place tonight. That'll be fouled off. I know it's only April the 3rd, but it's fun to jump into first place, no matter when it is. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Smith.
Dom Smith's putting together really nice at bat here, and what a luxury to have him on the bench as a pinch hitting option here in this close game. You know you're going to get a professional at bat, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here from Dom.
Count level, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seawald's 16th pitch of the inning. Smith swings and misses at a fastball for strike 3. So 2 down in the 9th inning. Here comes Mauricio Dubon. And now out to the mound goes Torey Lovello. They'll send out a new pitcher to face Dubon. And for Seawald, another nightmare against the Braves. Statistically, he's been roughed up by the Braves. And they do it again tonight. So the Diamondbacks make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking for an easy upgrade for your lawn this season, go with Pennington grass seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington grass seed, rooted in Braves country. Tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. 2-0 Braves, top of the 9th.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up in the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
This spring and summer, the world's biggest names in soccer are coming to downtown Atlanta. Stay where the city gathers at Omni Atlanta Hotel at Centennial Park, just steps away from Mercedes-Benz Stadium and State Farm Arena. Skip the traffic when you stay with easy access to dining, entertainment, and the energy of Centennial Park District. Book now and take advantage of special seasonal offers now before it's too late. Plan your spring and summer staycation at omnihotels.com/Atlanta.
The original Louisiana hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, with a balance of heat and flavor that always hits. Buy you some.
Jeff Francoeur only appears on one radio station in Atlanta. Get the latest on the Braves and the biggest MLB headlines every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Still in the top of the 9th, Braves leading at 2-0, and man, does it feel good to say the number 2. The game was scoreless through 8. Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies just bullying Paul Sewald. Solo homer each. On to relieve Sewald, right-hander Ryan Thompson. He's in his 4th season with the D-backs and 7th in MLB. He has pitched in 3 games thus far, 2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout. He will square off with Mauricio Dubon here.
Bases empty, 2 down. If Dubon can reach, Harris would come to the plate. Right-hander Thompson brings his first pitch. In for a called strike. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Braves. By the way, this will be challenged. And by the way, Mike Estabrook is 0 for 6 tonight on ABS replays. He's about to go 0 for 7. That's a strike. Mike Estabrook's on the board. 0-1 on Mauricio Dubon. Poor Mike. 0-1. Here's the pitch on the way to Mauricio. And Mauricio, the fly ball to left. Coming in now, Tim Tawa. Under it, makes a grab. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Albies and Olsen homer. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 2-0 Braves.
100 grand is what you could win. Over and over again. You could win big every time. Go play key. Next in the verse, the Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win. Money win 1 time, 2 times. There's no limit. Up to 100 grand every 3.5 minutes.
You like winning over and over again? It can happen with Keno. Go play in the bar, at the store, or online.
Go play Keno.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Play Keno from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
The Braves Country Music Fest at Truist Park is June 13th, featuring Cody Johnson, Ella Langley, and more. Get tickets at Braves.com/Braves Country Fest.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Kroll, from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Bottom 9 here in Phoenix. Braves just 3 outs away from salting away a 2-0 victory. On to pitch tonight, the closer, Raisel Iglesias. Raisel has pitched in 2 games this season, but is looking to secure his first save of the campaign. Going to have a tough go of it here, facing 3, 4, 5 in this Diamondbacks order.
He's got to face the best hitters they have. Corbin Carroll 1 for 5 in his career with a double versus Iglesias. So here we go in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch, misses inside, tried a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Braves. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. 1-0 pitch. Carroll swings and misses. Good fastball location there. Counted a ball and a strike on Carroll. Carroll has walked twice tonight, also a strikeout. Left-handed hitter. 1-1. Low inside with a fastball. Iglesias showing him a lot of heat here early. Russell, black glove on his left hand. Puts his right heel on the first base side of the rubber. Angles his shoulders towards the Diamondbacks dugout, looking into the catcher. And the 2-1 pitch. Swings and pops it up. Center field, Michael Harris tried again, looking up into the Arizona night sky. Makes the catch and 1 down.
If you've been listening, we've been talking about Chase Field being a hitter's ballpark. Well, these Braves pitchers don't seem to care about that, huh? 17 innings, 17 and a third now, just 2 runs allowed really to this Diamondbacks offense. Really stellar work on the mound for the Braves thus far.
Yeah, good point, Darren. You do that in any ballpark, that's impressive, but especially here. 1 out for Geraldo Perdomo, switch hitter batting from the left side. First pitch to him, fastball high. It's been Holmes, Lee, Suarez, and Iglesias on the mound for the Braves tonight. 1-0 in for a called strike. And if you could line up things the way that you want, blueprint out of the bullpen, that's it, isn't it?
That's it. You can roll the big dogs out, 7, 8, 9. Get yourself a victory.
1-1 pitch, strike, fastball over. 1-2 on Perdomo. Iglesias steps and fires. Fouled back into the screen. That fastball 95 from Raisel. Geraldo Perdomo 0 for 3. A fly out to left, a fly out to center, and hit into a big 4-6-3 double play back in the 6th inning. That was a crucial play in this game. Raisel wants the strikeout. 1-2. Check swing didn't go. 2-2. That fastball 96. Rears back and fires a 2-2. Punched out to second. Taken on a hop by Ozzie. Sends it over to first. 2 down.
Yeah, I love to see that 95, 96 out of Iglesias. Last summer, it took him a few months to work up into the mid-90s. So he came out of the gates sharp this year. And it's a good feeling when you know your closer's, he's getting full capacity out there on the mound.
Braves leading 2-0. They have 2 shutout wins this year. Looking for number 3. There's a ball outside. Man, 3 shutout wins in 8 games would be something. Still 1 big out to get right here versus Gabriel Moreno. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Again, this game was scoreless going into the 9th. And then at the top of the inning, Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson hit back-to-back solo homers. 2-0 pitch, strike. Got a sinker over. 2-1. Well, that has been it. And that along with some really good pitching. And the Braves are 1 out away from taking this game. 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. And he's got him down to their final swing. Iglesias looking for a 1-2-3 9th to put this thing in the win column. Braves fans who are here rising to their feet down the first baseline. There's a lot of them. hundreds and hundreds of Braves fans down there cheering on Iglesias. 2-2 pitch. Got him. No, that's fouled off. Right in and out of the mid of Drake Baldwin. Shielded by Mike Estabrook there for a second. So sorry for the false start. Flag me. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Iglesias nods. 2-2. Popped up. Just back of second. Ozzie going out. Ronald coming in. That's Ronald's ball and the Braves win. It's the 3rd shutout victory in 8 games for the Braves. This game was scoreless through 8. And then Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson at back-to-back homers to lead off the 9th. And what a terrific job on the mound by Holmes, Lee, Suarez, and Iglesias as they win this game by a final score of 2-0. For the Diamondbacks at the 9th, no runs, hits, or errors, none left. Again, the final, Braves 2, Diamondbacks nothing. Back with the totals after this.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... The official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of...
Let's go Braves!
Hey everybody, it's Dylan Hart Jr. And when it comes to racing, our team needs a crew it can count on. And when it comes to plumbing or drain repairs, we trust the Roto-Rooter pros who have been keeping America's pipes flowing since 1935. So the next time you're facing a plumbing or drain emergency, call Roto-Rooter.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
The Roto-Rooter team fixes plumbing and water problems for homes and businesses. Schedule at rotorooter.com or call 1-800-GET-ROTO.
The original Louisiana hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, with a balance of heat and flavor that always hits. Buy you some.
Do you have an empty screen doing nothing at home or at work? Watch our live in-studio camera, chat with other fans, or check out the best archive clips by searching 680 The Fan on YouTube.
Braves won at 2-0 over the Diamondbacks. The Home Depot is proud to present today's player of the game. Darren, who's that going to be tonight?
Yeah, and a night of great pitching on both sides. Grant Holmes was head and shoulders above the rest. You get it? See what I did there? He threw 6 innings pitched, just 1 hit. He had a no-hitter going through 5 1/3. 4 punch-outs. A lot of great pitching on the Braves side, but Grant is definitely your player of the game.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of this broadcasting. That's really nice work by you. Grant Holmes, your player of the game, built by the Home Depot. Outdoors get more done. Here are the totals for the Braves. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 5 men left on base. Braves with 2 homers, solo shots from Albies and Olson in the 9th. Well, the Diamondbacks, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left. Winning pitcher is Robert Suarez. He's 1-0 with an ERA of 0. Losing pitcher Paul Sewald, who is 0-1 with an ERA of 6. Russell Iglesias, his first save, and an ERA of 0 for him. Braves improved to 6-2 with this victory, and the Diamondbacks fall to 3-5. Time of game, 2 hours, 18 minutes. In front of 29,192 on a Friday night at Chase Field. Reminder, the Braves hit 2 home runs tonight, so that means you'll score $100 off a set of select Goodyear and Cooper tires tomorrow, plus a free alignment and a free oil change with your tire purchase, only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round tripper promotion. Just go to tirediscounters.com/Braves. Well, 2 games left here in Phoenix. Win either one of them, and the Braves take the series. Tell about the game tomorrow when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through May 4, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Xfinity tech support. I can't get Jurassic Park back online without... But no worries. Our Wi-Fi boosted mobile keeps you connected in all kinds of places.
Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at XfinityMobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Get your morning baseball fix with Atlanta Braves today, weekday mornings at 7:45, and listen for your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets before 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
All right, Braves win at 2-0 over the Diamondbacks tonight. Right back at it tomorrow. Braves and the Diamondbacks right here at Chase Field in Phoenix. And for those of you back east, going to be starting a little bit earlier tomorrow, so that'll be helpful for you. Our radio network coverage will begin at 6 o'clock Eastern tomorrow with a Ford leadoff show. And then Darren and I have the first pitch at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. Matchup of right-handers. One a current Brave, obviously. The other a former Brave. Bryce Elder gets the ball for the Braves, 1-0 with no ERA. And he faces Michael Soroka, who is 1-0 with an ERA of 0. So for our guys back in studio, Joe Virgin and Will Hopkins. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good evening from Chase Field here in downtown Phoenix. Final score, Braves 2, Diamondbacks nothing. Stay tuned for the Hyundai Postgame Show. That's coming up right now with Barrett Salee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game. And no surprise, it came courtesy of the bat of Ozzie Albies. His solo home run in the ninth broke a scoreless tie and ended up being the game winner. Get Wi-Fi that brings the heat. Xfinity gives you Wi-Fi so reliable, it never gets caught. With Xfinity, you can get one price for the next 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show, and this is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Strike three. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
NFS Fusion PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Thinking about upgrading that kitchen? Or maybe college tuition and high interest debt are weighing on your mind. If you've got big plans, your home might have the answer. With a home equity loan from Georgia's Own Credit Union, you can finally put your equity to work. Georgia's Own offers the low rates you want with a fast, personalized service you deserve. Whether it's a major project or a fresh financial start, now's the time. To get started, visit georgiasown.org. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
Subject to credit approval, Georgia's Own is an equal housing lender.
Every player remembers where they fell in love with the game. For me, that place is Curacao. I'm Ozzy Albies of the Atlanta Braves, and my home island of Curacao shaped the way I move, the way I feel, the way I live. There, the beautiful beaches have their own vibe. The streets are alive with music and culture. And the colors of the island stay with you long after you leave. Some places never stop calling you back. Curacao is one of them. Visit and feel it for yourself.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar. The tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager of IBEW 613. There's a reason why over 5,500 electricians currently choose IBEW Local 613, and why we build Atlanta's most important projects, including Truist Park. Talk to our electricians, look at our work, look at our working agreement. The only thing you will lose by not looking are wages, benefits, and time. Nothing to lose by taking a look. Go to IBEW613.org.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up in the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Make it a habit to keep your radio on, the radio home of the Atlanta Braves while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7, and the Fan app.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network. All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Swung on, belted, deep left field. Collins going back. He's at the wall, and is gone. Home run.
Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Truist Studios here in the Battery Atlanta. Barrett Salee recapping the Braves 2-0 Game 2 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's 3 shutouts in 8 games. It's only the 4th time that has happened in franchise history, that courtesy of C.J. Nitkowski of Braves Vision. Let's get to the highlights. Bottom of the 3rd, no score. Runners on second with 2 down, and Ketel Marte at the plate facing Grant Holmes.
Ball on a strike. Holmes deals. Line drive right back to Grant. How did he do that? That's a magic trick. Grant can't even believe it. I mean, that was a missile right back to him, and before he even knew what happened, it was in his glove. What a play. He's living right tonight.
He definitely lived right all night. That was 102.7 miles per hour off the bat of Marte. A little self-preservation for Grant Holmes. Bottom of the sixth, after Marte broke up Grant Holmes' no-hitter and Corbin Carroll walked, Geraldo Perdomo stepped in against Holmes with 2 on and 1 down.
Again, the 0-2. Ground ball to second. Backhanded by Ozzie. Flips to Mauricio. Over to first. Double play. That's what he wanted. And he's able to roll the 4-6-3 double play to just like that get out of the jam.
Top of the ninth, still no score. Ozzie Albies at the plate facing Paul Sewald looking to break the scoreless tie.
0-1 pitch. Ozzie hits one well deep down the right field line to the foul pole. It flies. That is gone! He just torched it right down the right field line, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead. A stalemate no more here in Phoenix. What a shot down the line and just barely fair.
The next batter is Matt Olson, and he extends the lead in a big way.
2-0 pitch. Olson drives one high near to deep left field. This has got a shot. Back to the wall. There it goes. Back-to-back homers by Albies and Olson. And the Braves once again are all over Sewald. It's 2-0 in the ninth.
426 feet for Olson as the Braves go back-to-back for the first time this season. Bottom of the ninth, Raisel Iglesias on to finish it off and get his first save of the season. Gabriel Moreno in for the Diamondbacks, serving as their final hope.
Iglesias nods. 2-2. Popped up. Just back of second. Ozzie going out. Ronald coming in. That's Ronald's ball and the Braves win. It's the third shutout victory in 8 games for the Braves. This game was scoreless through 8. And then Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson at back-to-back homers to lead off the ninth. And what a terrific job on the mound by Holmes, Lee, Suarez, and Iglesias as they win this game by a final score of 2-0. For the Diamondbacks at the ninth, no runs, hits, or errors, none left. Again, the final, Braves 2, Diamondbacks nothing.
Final totals for the game for the Braves: 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Diamondbacks, no runs, only 2 hits and no errors. Robert Suarez gets the win. He's 1-0 on the season. Paul Sewald, the loss. He's 0-1. Raisel Iglesias, the save, his first of the season. And Grant Holmes, 6 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear sound from the clubhouse. We'll also have a Didier Fuentes update. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days.
The station you're listening to is experiencing technical difficulties. We apologize for the inconvenience.